What you got on the agenda? Huh? What's going on?
I made up some shit.
On? We got Duke the guy. We all in the clubhouse now. Everybody's invited. Thanks to the homie. Duke blessed us. Know what I mean? Salute. Know what I mean? Peace to the God. What's going on?
Making niggas great again.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm trying to count that.
Say nothing else.
How you even say that? MNGA. Minna. I don't even know how you. I'm trying to picture the hat like that.
Boy, it's gonna be a black, with an African.
You know how you say it? Peep game. I'm a nigga.
Yo.
What nigga?
First off, you know that new hat, you know that new hat from Clubhouse?
Yeah, you got it?
Listen, hold on. Don't listen to nothing.
Should we just start the podcast?
No.
You don't want this
out before we start.
We streaming already, but I mean, you can get it out there.
So, you know how it's only celebrities and people that got it, right? You had to get an invite.
Yeah.
Guess who got an invite?
Duke?
He just sent me an invite to let you know how much power he got.
Man, Duke made it.
Dog. He got invites.
Duke made it. He
got tickets. He said he blessed me. Now I ain't listen to nobody no more. I can go hang with the stars. I was like, wow, you got an update? I mean, an invite? You see, but you be doubting me. Where you was at earlier today?
I was at the casino, man. I had to.
And you know what else he told me? We was reminiscing about an incident in the Bronx, and like, you know, it's bad. We ain't never gonna do that. He was like, look, next time you come, we gotta go to Manhattan. And he said, quote, I will take you to some very upscale places. I'm just saying. Upscale.
Nah, funny thing is, me and this nigga, me and A went up to some. We ain't go to no upscale shit, but we went to.
I was like, wait, when did we go to upscale place? I was like,
you knew.
Wait, where did we go, Duke?
So you on Clubhouse too?
Where did we go? But who playing beats in the background? I ain't got them copyrights, yo.
Yo, A be capping over here. He be with you at these parties, acting like I'm talking crazy when I say you rich, but he was with you.
Nah, but A was on.
Yo, podcasts and stuff. We just started. All right, keep going.
And it was on short time, so we couldn't. You had to go other places, so I didn't really go too crazy.
Oh, Red Bull time when we was on that. When I came back,
we went to the pizza shop. I remember that one.
Which one?
We went to Red Bull. It was Red Bull time. It was 2 times you came, I think.
Yeah.
I think one was on your birthday, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And we chilled in the city and got some drinks and whatever. And then
at an upscale place.
Nah, we ain't. Well, actually, he took me. I was in some Red Bull shit, so it looked kind of.
I took him to some Red Bull like studios. Yeah. RBMA. That's when I had the connect back in the day, you know.
So you had Clubhouse, is what you're saying? You just
I had the old Clubhouse. I had a Clubhouse before Clubhouse. The old school.
But Duke got the invite. That's crazy. That's If all I bring is facts to the people. If y'all don't take, I mean, what I gotta do? Clubhouse invites, crazy.
Yeah, you gotta accept that. You got it? I mean, did you click?
I got the text. I didn't look at it. I saw you sent the text.
Get in that.
I'm gonna sign up for it.
What you be using the Clubhouse for, Duke?
Networking.
Well,
Networking.
what good has come out of it?
Talk to other rich folk.
What you mean it was good? I learned a lot of things.
Like
Marketing. Like, what's so funny about that?
Nah, you just mad vague about it. I'm just curious, like, just what
you,
cool.
You're not in the right time. He ain't gonna talk. You ain't. gotta have a certain tax bracket before he gonna tell you. He gonna say marketing, science.
Yeah, it's
things.
It's a lot of shit that you can learn. You can get out of it. You just gotta, it's very vague, but
yeah.
You just gotta get into it. When you get it, you understand what I'm talking about. All right,
when you get it, you
cool.
get it.
They got Joe Budden just battling the other day. It's mad shit on that shit. He was battling Mano. I don't know what that was about. I jumped in the party and saw that. I was shocked on there too.
Jumped in the party with Joe Budden and Mano, huh?
They was talking. It'd be mad stars in it. It'd be stars. It'd be fucking doctors. It'd be a lot of shit in there. It's just a lot of shit in there.
I be behind on the podcast, like putting them out. So I was hearing it. I was hearing the one before you joined last week, Duke. And me and Phil was talking about Clubhouse. And I pointed it out, but Phil had the better words. He said that it's mad anti-tech, because right now it's super exclusive. And I was like, man, that's kind of the opposite of like what tech usually does. And to me, it kind of remind me of but it kind of looked like, yo, man, like too many people are out there being independent. Let's try to rein it in, create something new where we put everybody in line. Because if you look, you on TikTok, Duke?
I didn't create an account, but I got the app.
But yo, there's a lot. Yo, if you look at the top 10 in TikTok, you probably don't know anybody except for maybe like Will Smith. But he was number 11 last time I checked, But it's a bunch of nobodies. No offense to them, because they got like a bigger following than like most of us. Yo, like the number one girl on there had a following that was like 1/3 of America. Like the number one person, she's just like a girl who just turned 18 or some shit. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying, when I meant nobody, is that they weren't celebrities before TikTok. That's what I meant. They were like, and I feel like Clubhouse starting like this is like, yo, let's rein them in. The way like Twitch. Twitch got a bunch of people who are like Twitch gods, but they come from Twitch. And now that Twitch is famous, now everybody want to come and drop. But I feel like Clubhouse is going the reverse way. Let's gatekeep. Let's get Joe Budden, Drake, people who matter already. Let's get them famous before the random like YouTube people come who we never heard of in our life, and they more famous than Drake, and now we don't get none of the money. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like to me. Anti-independence. That's what it seemed like to me.
You got an invite?
I don't got no invite. I don't got no Clubhouse.
You ain't in the club now.
I guess not.
Dude.
But yeah, that is
it's dope though, man. Like I said, like if whatever you into, marketing, stocks, whatever you into, they have a topic on it that you can get some type of information on. Whatever you into, literally. If you into whatever you shit. Whatever.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm curious to see when everybody can get on it and how it diversifies and leaves the world behind, though, like the normal pop world behind, and what will become of it after. That's what I'm more curious to see, and not the way it is right now.
I guess. I don't think that far. I think for the now and then.
Phil heard me talk on mad things. Though. I'm always trying to go.
Like looking at trends and the landscape of things on like a broader level. Everybody look at stuff different. I always go for like, I like looking at things in the sense that you look to too, but I also like to have some utility, out of stuff. Like I don't use social media.
Yeah.
But I use Facebook.
Yeah.
But it's because that's something that's useful out of it. I'm not into sharing and all of that other kind of stuff, but I like the ads and the business aspect and some of the groups that, have shit to do with what I do and learn. So yeah, I don't know. It could be, I know there's rooms, people talking, could be good information in some of them, but what it will become, I don't know.
Doubt it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we'll see. We'll see
Can the
how the tech
Clubhouse
develops.
exist publicly? Based, I mean, listen to the name, right? It sounds private already, like Clubhouse, right?
Yeah, I think like within it, that's because I think I don't know. I never been on it, but do you have to be invited into rooms, Duke, or do you just see rooms
You can see a
that you
room
can?
and you can jump right in.
Okay.
Like
But
some
there's
of them.
got to be
Oh,
some type of private rooms,
I
though,
was
right?
in another room. No, it's no private shit. It's open. But I guess you can lock it if you want.
That's
But
what I mean. Like me and you can't make a private room or blah blah blah, something like
I'm
that.
pretty sure you can. But I never even got that far.
Yeah.
But the other day this is 2 days in a row. Eric invited me to a room where they had like it was like they was like giving people a chance, and it was A&Rs and then a whole bunch of high power people giving people chances with I guess signing you or doing whatever it was. I got to the room late. The people are playing their music, and I guess you get to raise your hand. You get a little hand raised, and then they put you on stage, and then they let you play your music. You send your music to the DJ, and they play it out loud, and then people vote you in or vote you out. And I guess at the end of that, I guess they do business with you, yada 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 yada. And I thought about it. I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. That's dope too as well.
What will be interesting, the one thing that is interesting about it, maybe not now because it's not open, is that you can be in rooms and like literally if there's, open forum or you get a chance to speak, you could talk to people that like what other medium, like, yeah, maybe you DM somebody and they reply, but right, like you on the phone essentially with all of these people. So you could say something right there. So that's kind of the cool, or where I could see the utility in it for people is being able to like actually listen and maybe respond and talk to whoever it is that they want to talk to. Maybe you want to ask Joe Budden the question, like, how would that go now? Like maybe he responds to you, right? But if you catch him in one of the rooms and he's hosting something, then you might be able to, get whatever information you want or not get it. You know what I'm saying? And he says no, or whoever it is, you know what I mean? So I don't like the fact that it was restricted in the beginning. Today, I was looking into Google. Not today. I was looking into Google Ads, and in order to start using their AI kind of function that that I use, you have to spend $50,000 in ads first. So I'm like, so you can't use this feature.
So to use
until
what you use on
$50,000.
Facebook, you can't even do it till you earn 50. Till you
right.
You give them 50K.
And on Facebook, you could do it day one with $1.
Well, like,
you just need the data. You just need the data to the information. And I was just like, that's whack. Like that's so the little guy can't use this feature that'll help them with their business, even if they have the information. So I don't, I get that kind of part too. What I think they're doing for is, I don't know if it's what you were kind of saying. I think it's more so it's a marketing ploy. Have it be exclusive in the beginning where it's all of the popular people talking and there's a big buzz and nobody else can get in with an invite and all the cool people are talking, and that creates, you know what I'm saying, when it does open up, everybody's going to probably want to jump on it because unlike the other ones, like you said, they might just be trying to get adopters, right? With the other side of the logic, dangle all of the fancy people, you can't get in, and then once it's open, people might want to rush the door.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then like you get a bunch of kings making themselves, like they can't be the kingmaker no more. You get a bunch of kings making themselves, and then yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, this is kind of like the hater thing to say, a negative thing to say, because I'm not doubting its utility. Of course, everything's useful, and so will the next app that mimics everything that being done already. But I was like, technically, like every social media has done that, This is probably more easier, in that for people who maybe didn't want to like get social media rise, like, oh, it's a phone call, it's a conference call. You know, so maybe for some people who might be from the business world who maybe stayed away from some of that stuff, but I'm like, wasn't that the whole thing of MySpace? I was like to kind of even start connecting with that. Obviously, with Instagram and Instagram Lives, um, OG Facebook, you know, even Twitch and Twitch wannabes, you know, if you can get into that room, you know, like you could also ask famous person whatever questions you want. You know what I mean?
It's just the mean of communication.
Yeah, it's a different
though.
one. Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, yeah. It's just to flip on whatever's going on.
The audio kind of you know what I mean, medium for it. And
that's what I was saying. Like, and like the fact that it's on a phone, like, because I think, granted, Twitch started with gamers, but I think when Twitch tried to getting people who are not from gaming culture onto it, I mean, like look at Duke in Discord, right? That's a great example. And Duke is only like the 25th person, you know, like that I've had that. But getting people outside of gamer culture and onto Discord is a weird thing. But something like Clubhouse and like an app, oh, hey, just download this app. That, you know, that's really simple for the normal person, you know?
What's not simple about downloading Discord?
What I'm saying is like getting that set up and explaining to that some of that stuff the first time to people, whether it was you the first few times we did it, and
you
the Kaiser
Clubhouse though.
What?
Have you seen Clubhouse?
I haven't seen, but I imagine it's simpler than Discord.
All right, so you speculating, but that's a UI thing.
Yeah, no, but I was saying getting people outside of gamer culture into anything like regarding like a Discord or a Twitch. So what I was saying, stuff that the apps can do that are just phone primary only, those are more akin to getting the mainstream person, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Versus something like a social media,
because it's easier to use or something. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I don't know where my phone is, but I was gonna say stuff that is not on the phone, especially as we keep moving forward, that can be a tough call. Like, yo, again, get in people not from the Twitch culture. Yo, watch my show. I'm on Twitch. They want to watch it, but then they put it on their phone, and instead of getting the app, they just go to the site, so it works stupid and funky. You know, like dumb stuff like that, or they can't chat right off the bat, versus something that's only mobile exclusive and only chat exclusive. You're about to see an Apple revolution as the M1 chips like iOSify their whole ecosystem, you know, and now like you'll have.
Yeah, but I still think that's bad. That's Twitch's fault. That's their engineering department's fault for not making a user-friendly or focusing on UX and UI. So if they're just catering
I'm not
people,
complaining so much, but it was, I don't even remember the original point. But the original point was like
you said he was the original part.
It don't get mass adoption if it's a harder.
Yeah, because I don't think their original intention was to go beyond games, but you know, then you get bought by Amazon and things change. You know,
UI period though should be easy. It may be for some tools.
I think it was easy for that culture. Harder. You know, I think it was easy for that culture. Gamers. Yeah.
But like to go back to your first point, the Discord app and the Clubhouse app on your phone, the Discord is easy on your phone. The app itself, and to opposed to Clubhouse, same. It's no harder. I mean, there's no.
No, I wouldn't expect Clubhouse to be hard. Yeah.
Huh?
I said I wouldn't expect Clubhouse to be hard.
Nah, like I was saying though, Discord on the app, that Discord app and the Clubhouse app, the whole setup, the whole UI, like you saying that you thought it was easier. Nah, they fucking same. There's no fucking difference. Just
a lot of people replicate people's UIs now too, so you can see that with a lot of platforms. Twitter, LinkedIn, not Twitter. LinkedIn looks a lot like Facebook now. Two other ones similar. But to the gatekeeping point, though, the one consideration for it is beta testing. So what technology, period, usually you don't launch to a large population. That's with anything. That's
say that one more
time.
With
a lot of things in tech.
Yes.
We normally don't launch production to 100% of the population. That's just not how they do it because they're always in testing phases. So before it's public, they might have invited some people to test it. Are they mixing marketing and testing now? Maybe, but usually it's only released. Even features are sometimes only released to 10% of the people just to see how it goes, final checks. before we launch to 100% of people. And that's just like, I think, a general product launch.
That happened with Instagram all the
thing
time.
in just like tech. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe not for all products, and I'm sure it looks different, but testing definitely occurs. And, you know, maybe there's instances where launches just immediately go to everybody. But I would doubt that's the case. You just wouldn't notice as a user. Because right now on Twitter or on Discord, there might be 10% of users that have a new feature that you don't have. That got rolled out to some people just so they could test it.
Yeah, no, that happened all the time with Instagram. They did that a lot.
So maybe it's a little bit of mix of that, but when they select a specific group of people, then it's kind of more like gatekeeping. It'd be different if it was a random 10% that got Clubhouse invites, but I think that's marketing though. But I'm in now, Duke. You know what I mean? I'm famous. Famous now.
You official. Made it.
Kaiser's in there. I mean, be up in there. Yo, what up? Yo, K Slay. You know what I mean? Spit you a verse real quick. Head is fire.
Why you think they were so quick to get on it?
Because they got invites for it.
Yeah,
and
but
people in their industries on it.
But they all like it. Yeah, but I mean, like at some point, someone had to start it and be like, "This is all right," you know.
I've heard some people say they're not feeling it. I don't know. I just take it as people kind of keeping up with whatever things is going on in their industry. Like, is K Slay gonna be always hanging out on Clubhouse? Like, I don't know, but he checking it out and being here or there. Like, I don't know.
Obviously, every time I pop up on my radar, it's always drama, hip hop drama. So it feel like high school for hip hop.
Nah, there's mad other channels that have nothing.
I know,
to do
but
with
that's what it always pops up.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally, like I said, every morning I go to a stock room.
Yeah, it's anything. Yeah,
they have option trading, they have marketing, they have nothing but business, they have therapy in there, they have whatever you think of. They have a room for. They have shit and chill room. They have 21 Savage room. He's just talking about whatever the fuck he's talking about. I was in a room the other day. It was 21 Savage, Metro Boom. These niggas talking about 2K, playing games. And it was a bunch of thousands of people in there. While these motherfuckers are talking like me and you and us. Fuck you, nigga, you butt. Nigga, you pussy. Your game is like just like that in the damn room. So you could, it's so much shit on there. It's endless.
Or Clubhouse the future, dog. Clubhouse the future.
Nah, it's like, we'll see. Like you said, we'll see where it goes.
You gotta see people. That's what people are doing now. They seeing what it's about.
Word,
obviously, people are being very business minded. A lot of people, right? All of the people that's invited to it are what? They're all professionals in some industry, celebrities. These are all people that are doing something, and I presume, right, like making some type of money off their profession. So a lot of people are probably using it, you know, to hear this stuff, and some people are like looking to see how this could fit into their business or other stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
I don't know that I'm gonna necessarily care about it or that it fits for any uses for me at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I was very anti-Facebook. Shame, right? If only I had known what it did earlier.
You was the first one to show me Facebook, though. You was the first one.
I had it in college I had it when you had to be in a school to even get it.
He was like, "Yeah, this is Facebook."
You had to have a school email address.
He was all hyped
to get it. Like when it came out and they launched it to schools, and I didn't get it. As people posted party pictures. It didn't make a lick of sense to me. Like my personality, my main one, because my girl at the time was like, make one, and I didn't understand it. I was like, I don't care about none of this. But I wasn't thinking about I have a business back then. I wasn't thinking about no other implications for it at all.
Damn. I didn't have it probably till 2009. Like, I was weak, and I wanted to keep in contact with the people because I'm in Texas. I was like, oh shit, everybody I know is from college. Maybe I should, I don't know, add them on this shit. But before that, I just thought it was silly, you know? Like,
I had it for like a little bit, deleted it, didn't have it until recently. So.
I think for all these things, well, obviously hindsight, but I'm like, man, even with like beats and stuff, and we seen some of the beat people that blew up through like social media, and it's like, man, yo, fucked up. We could have been flooding the market of SoundCloud back when it had relevance, like not what it is now. It was a different thing back then. And yeah, same thing with Facebook. We should have just been flooding the market with all the things. Number one, but we were just.
And that's why you got to keep an open mind with these things. Now I don't look at it from like the utility or what I could get from it personally, because I don't care. I'm not a social person, so nothing social media is ever gonna fucking tickle my fancy or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But business now first. When these things come out, I'm thinking
business first.
How can the YouTube streaming thing? I was telling Duke about it. Like, I spoke to Josh this morning, like, yo, when we get some videos, I want to just live stream the videos of the jewelry with the link there, just to see what happens. This could apply to, you know what I'm saying? Like, who would live streaming, basically like a QVC joint. Live stream 24-hour commercial displaying all of the jewelry. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm seeing how people apply. I'm seeing how it could, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta keep an open mind for some shit. Which I didn't have. I was anti-fake. I don't even, so man, this is for popular, whatever shit I thought about social media and the people that had it. Ultimately, I guess, in a sense, only to my detriment.
Live and learn. Live and learn.
Yeah, man.
Boom.
So what you got on the agenda, huh? What's going on? Huh?
I made up some shit.
We got Duke the guy. We all in the clubhouse now. Everybody's invited, thanks to the homie. Duke blessed us, know what I mean? Salute, know what I mean? Peace to the God. What's going on?
Making niggas great again.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm trying to count that.
Say nothing else.
How you even say that? MNGA. Minna. I don't even know how you. I'm trying to picture the hat like that.
Oh, it's gonna be a black, the African.
You know how you say it? Peep game. My nigga.
Yo.
He did it. Don't look at me. I got the eyes. I see clear. I see straight through like a laser beam through all of it. Like a laser. I pick it up like that.
Oh man.
That was pretty hard. Yeah, that was pretty hard.
That's Duke's bar. I just read the lyrics, know what I mean? I'm into bars. Said my nigga, that's crazy.
Niggas, that's how you said? My nigga.
Nuts. Hey man. They make this shit up though.
Let me see. I got a bunch of random topics, yo. I would today, man, I got on this cause I've been I don't watch wrestling now, Duke, yo, but I've been getting into like just the lore lately, yo. And yo, you remember this wrestler, Duke? I don't even know like when you started or stopped following any of this shit. You know this dude, Muhammad Hassan?
No.
I know Phil probably ain't heard that. You heard that, dude?
No.
I remember this dude in my head, right? And like for me, it's normally the music. So I was like, I don't know, the theme was just coming up in my head for no reason. I was like, yo, I want to hear this theme, yo. And I would be reading the comments, and I would just read all this crazy shit from people in the comments. And I was like, yo, this guy is a great example. It's happened around 2005, but this guy's a great example of all the PC talk we be having, Phil. Like, this guy was only a wrestler in the WWE for less than 1 year. Less than 1 year. And he was piggybacking off of the post 9/11 Arabic style stuff, like Arabic style hate, like stereotype.
Yeah, they were the bad guys for the decade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he was piggybacking off of that. So he came out with his manager. He had this epic like entrance music, yo. And like the villain from the get-go. And you know, obviously because of racism is a lot of things, but like all the comments now is like, man, they were like, this dude was about to be a legend because he was an instant like they call it heat in wrestling. He was an instant heat getter. Like, hey, he had more like buzz from the crowd. Yeah, he had more buzz from the crowd than like anyone. Like he could have been an all-time
reaction.
Great.
Not good, but
but good. Yeah. Not good, not bad.
It's a show, so it's still good.
Run DMC say not bad and being bad, but bad.
Yeah.
But what's crazy? There's a lot of crazy shit with his story. First off, this guy's name, right? Muhammad Hassan. This is the shit we be talking about in terms of the PC world. This guy's Italian. His name, his real like
that's not gonna fly today.
Yo, Mark Capoli or some shit is his real name.
Come on, Mark. Come on, culturally appropriate.
I was like, that would never happen. And then the guy who would speak Arabic for him, I'm not sure where, but I think he's of Persian descent, and he was just speaking Farsi. He wasn't even speaking real Arabic. They would just like go out there and say shit.
Nobody noticed.
No one knew.
She was Arabic or something. Like, wait a minute.
I was like, that's insane. I can't even imagine that being allowed today. That's wild. He was on pace to be the youngest heavyweight champion ever in the WWE, but he had masked, like kind of like how you look, Phil. Yeah, you better run.
No, I'm trying to turn this fan on.
No, I got, but like, yo, he had like 5 or 6 like masked, like ski masked terrorists, like people do something bad to the Undertaker, right? And then the London bombings happened, right? And I guess there was like terrorism involved. I don't even remember like the story of the London bombings, but once that happened, like I guess Muhammad Hassan was like too close to like what was going on. And like terrorism, that UPN, because he was on SmackDown, was like they literally told WWE, yo, you gotta pull this guy off, you know. And they sent both of them back to they minor leagues. And the announcer did fine. He comes back later with other Eastern people, because I've seen him with Jinder Mahal and other, like, I guess he's the Middle Eastern manager guy for whatever reason. Still kind of profiling, you know. But the guy who was playing Muhammad Hassan, like, that's it. They kind of let go of him, and the guy just becomes a school principal now, you know? Doesn't really ever wrestle again. I guess he wrestled again in 2018, and he was like, yeah, this is interfering with my real job, so that was it. Like, and I was like, yo, this guy was about to be like a legend in wrestling, but kind of like the PC world, like, literally shifted his life, yo. And I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. Like, and there's like all this like I said, stuff that would never happen today. You got an Italian playing this character. You got jealousy in the locker room because this new rookie is more popular than everybody else, and blah blah blah. It probably don't help that the way like they're using his the way he goes in his story, he's almost like the great interrupter. Like he would just, like, his theme music would just pop up whenever, like, you know, name random wrestler A is doing something. He would just come up and like, all right, now it's time for the crowd to hate me right in between your segment, you know, like so it was like a lot of bullying like on him in the back room and like all kinds of like crazy shit. Like, it almost seemed like the world kind of turned against him in wrestling. Like, the world was just looking for a way to get rid of him. It was just an interesting story, but it was also like, man, like, there's a lot of like PC stuff that would never happen. Like, even now. And I remember at the time, I wasn't a big fan of him, but primarily because it reminded me of the old style of wrestling. Like, yo, let's just do stuff on stereotypes, right? Sergeant Slaughter, let's get the cop guy, Dusty Rhodes, you know, like, that just felt like the lame, like, what's going on in the world today? All right, get a version of it, you know, like, get a, like. And that always seemed like, I don't know, just kind of like weird. Like, really? There's a cop who wrestles? There's a sergeant who wrestles?
That's crazy, though. I mean, you see how things are now.
Yo, I can't even find his theme song on any... I can't find his theme song or any clips of his on any WWE media on YouTube. Like they're all from like fans or some shit, you know.
Gone, deleted.
Yo, his entrance music's called Arab American. I was like, who allowed this shit? I was like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it looked like the great thing that, like, yo, we just gonna pretend this never happened. Like, this guy's gone. He's blackballed from the industry. Like, you a principal now, you know? Like, that's wild.
We ain't trying to have this come back up.
Yeah, but you know what? We're gonna put Donald Trump in the Hall of Fame.
They took him out, though.
They did, but look what it took for him to be taken out.
You wilding out. You acting like, Mark.
You acting like Mark.
Acting like Mark. You ain't learned nothing from Mark?
Yo, who got the things, yo? The things gotta stop. That you do?
Yeah, it's just connected to my computer.
But yeah, I don't know. I found that story real interesting.
Another victim of.
But like that's from before. Like it, PC's kind of always been there. But 2005, like that's from before. Like, but that was almost like a taste of things to come, right? I don't know. I think America kind of always takes that, and rightfully so, maybe. But like, I know you're not the biggest Bill Maher fan, but that's how he ends up on HBO too. Like, you kind of dabble with anything in that 9/11 storyline around that time. It seemed like that was grounds for you're gonna get canceled one way or the other,
Depending on what you say, yeah.
Yeah, so
because it's a sensitive topic to a lot of people. So, you run a business, you're not trying to receive no backlash that affects your bottom line.
Yeah.
Period. Whether you agree with the shit or not, you know what I mean? Businesses operate generally for profit. So anything that's a threat to that, you know what I'm saying, has to get reconciled some way.
Deleted.
Now you look, right? Like if it's popular.
Duke checking his books. Duke checking his books, like delete.
Delete.
Get that out the portfolio. Get that out the portfolio.
Delete. That's how they think about it.
Let me see. Yeah, so I only got like random tidbits like that. We'll see. I started watching the Tiger Woods doc on HBO at my mom's today. I ain't finished it, but it made me think like, yo, now because of the Michael Jordan Last Dance, are we gonna get like the epic documentary on everybody? Because this was like a part one. And to be fair, Tiger Woods is like, he's famous enough too that he probably warrants one. But I'm just saying, I don't know if we need everybody and their mama getting like the part 1, part 2, part 3 documentary about their life,
Only legends only?
Yeah. I mean, like, cause look, like Tony Parker documentary just came out on Netflix. I saw that.
Tony Parker?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot you a Spurs fan. You own it. I'm not used to Spurs people in New York. I forgot about that.
My man, I forgot he was a player too. He got caught up fucking with the bitches too.
Yeah. Yo, so San Antonio likes to forget about that. They never bring up the Brett Barry shit. They never bring.
He got caught with mad bitches, just like Tiger Woods.
Educate me on that. I already know about the Brent Barry thing. Like he cheated on like.
He got caught with a bunch of bitches. This is all over the news. I know you saw this shit.
Maybe more at the time. I only remember the Brent Barry one because the Brent Barry one's fucked up because that's like your teammate, dog. Like on the same team at the moment.
Oh yeah,
he fucked homie. Yeah, that's
his wife, Brent Barry. Yeah. I'm like, man, that's kind of fucked up. And yo, had he been playing in any, I mean this in a nice way. I used to speak San Antonio from a hate, but back in the day. But now I got love now. Like we a peaceful man. But yo, had he been playing in any real city, right, Duke? Had he been in New York, right? Yo, them newspapers would have flipped on his ass, yo.
They were, but it wasn't like
not San Antonio. But I'm talking about not San Antonio media, not San Antonio media. Maybe ESPN and Stephen A. Smith and friends might shit on him. Skip Bayless might shit on him. But I'm talking about San Antonio media itself. Nah, they got love. They like, yo, we winning titles, right?
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna fuck with
Yeah, we winning titles, right?
We gonna keep your head in the game. We gonna keep you in the game, baby.
San Antonio's unified. They like, look, man, he fucking bitches. He doing that shit after the AT&T Center. We good. We good. How much he averaging? 21 plus? Hey, man, you know that sucks. I feel bad for Brent Barry. Trade his ass, and that's what they did. They traded Brent Barry.
Get him out of here. He can keep on fucking bitches all he wants. Don't bring your wife around that nigga. Don't bring your wife around that nigga.
It is.
But we need him.
But I'm just saying, like,
no, it's hard to say we need him. There's no other way around it.
Yo, San Antonio, San Antonio, like, that's all we had, like, for most of maybe still, like, worldwide. Like, if you talking about like worldwide nonsense, the Riverwalk, right? That's stupid shit. No offense, but like, you know, the fucking bridge, dog. Like a bridge. Yo, a bridge. It's not even like real water. You can't even drown in that shit. You know what I mean? You jump into that shit. Yo, my knees is wet. I need new pants. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, bridges. Oh my god.
It's not even big enough. You know what I mean? So like, yo, like I feel like when I see tourists around here, they go into the river. That's all you want. If you've never been here, I gotta see this Alamo. I gotta see the Riverwalk. You know, or if you into sports, the Spurt, and that's it. There's nothing else happening. Yo, we got a needle. Who we ripped that off from? Seattle. We got the same needle Seattle got. That shit ain't cool, man. How many Statue of Liberties out in the world? You know, like one. How many Space Needles? There's a couple. There's a couple out there. You know what I mean? That shit ain't new. It's not unique. It's not unique. So all we kind of had is Spurs, and now the Spurs suck now. So now all we got is the damn Riverwalk again. We got a mall on top of top of some water.
I love them niggas, man.
I'll say the cool thing about that though, the Tony Parker doc is it's from the French point of view, and granted it's biased because it's his doc, but I was like, I didn't realize just maybe how big the impact of a European player and a Frenchman doing shit is from the outside looking in. Because, you know, I live in fucking America. You know what I mean? I live in America and I live in San Antonio. So the Spurs is God's gift to life, you know, like the way they talk about them here, you know? But yeah, it was crazy just seeing like the impact he had. Also, he got like a damn water park in his backyard in San Antonio. And I was like, that might be the coolest thing in San Antonio. Like, he got like a big house like all rich people do, but then right behind the big house, it's like one of the first things you see. There's a whole water park. It's like slides and shit. And I was like, that's insane. Because he got two houses, one in France and one here. And I was like, wait, the one here got that shit? I was like, that don't sound like San Antonio balling. That's something else. That's something else.
That's goddamn balling.
Hell yeah! I was like, I'm not used to seeing any of that like flash in this city. That's just not what's like in my head.
Because it probably don't cost as much as you think compared to other cities.
No, that's because it don't. You're right at all. You're right, completely right.
I fucking know.
You're completely right. It's cheaper than your spot, dog. It's cheaper than your spot.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. This place is in Texas cheap. Yeah.
This France joint is dope too, though.
I haven't seen the France house, but yeah, that look amazing too.
That look crazy. Look like
a city. That look like a city from your phone, dog.
What the fuck is this? Nigga's beasting.
Yo, he owned teams now over there, yo. Like, he's crazy. I was like, damn, dude. And he rapped. He dropped an album. It's in French, but he dropped the album too. Everybody rap, right?
This is beast. This is beast. This is really beast.
But yeah.
About to go shopping.
Here's the last thing I'll say about this is a weird moment. I don't know if the editor was just having a joke, but it's on like it's a party at his house. And I think it's to like kind of celebrate his like retirement of the jersey when they hang it up in the rafters. And he's giving thanks to everybody that helped him there. And he's like, we all gather here and saying stuff. And then they're like clapping and looking up, and the camera, I shit you not, goes to this gauntlet, and it's Thanos gauntlet with all 6 rings on it. And then the camera, the next angle it shows is like Thanos' face, and I was like, this is a really weird scene. It looked like they're all like, it's like a cult of people just worshiping Thanos, and I was like, that was mad random. There's an hour and a half of Tony Parker stuff, and then you just put this shit. And then it just continues on, and I was like, no one's gonna talk about what we just
Never forget who the master is, you know what I mean?
I guess restoring balance, right? Restoring balance.
I guess.
Praise due be Thanos, right?
Stay away from all this stuff.
What that dude call him that he would always introduce him all holy and shit? What's that? Maul or some shit? Like, what's his name?
Maul.
Yeah, Maul. He would always introduce him like, hear ye, rejoice, for you have been blessed by Thanos. That's what it looked like. They were at the church of Thanos.
Nah, I'm good.
That's crazy.
Anyway, going back to the Tiger Woods one, right? So I ain't finished it, but it looked like it's gonna be one of these stories where similar to Joe Jackson and the Jackson 5 and all of them, or the whole family, I guess, because his father looked crazy. Like I don't mean look crazy. Like it looked like he keeps talking about his sons, like from like the minute like he's like grabbing clubs. He's like, yo, my son is the next coming. He gonna change the world. He's not even talking about golf things. He's talking about he's gonna be up there with Gandhi. He literally says this. He's gonna be like Gandhi. He said like a bunch of people at the level of Gandhi. Like he will transcend and he will do all this. And I was like, yo, he just plays golf. But it was crazy, and he would just keep saying this. And then even like Tiger Woods meets, like he win the Masters. His son like, yeah, man, he's gonna do the Gandhi thing and he's gonna unify the world. And I was like, yo, what kind of dreams do you have for your son, dude? This is beyond golf. But 2, like it do seem kind of crazy. It seemed like definitely that projection shit. Like yo, like your dreams are gonna happen. The dreams I want are gonna happen through you. They show his kindergarten teacher, and he's like, yo, Tiger Woods asked the teacher to ask his father, yo, can I play other sports? And she asked the father, and the father was like, nah, he need to focus on golf. And I was like, damn, son. Yeah, so he seemed definitely like a father on a mission. Like, yo, this dream is gonna happen. I didn't get to it, but you're gonna get to it. You know,
that was your pop's dream.
yeah. And then there's the other thing, and this is where I left off. So I didn't even get to even finish this sentiment. But they show some high profile people like Bryant Gumbel, and they show clips of the time because they bounce back showing clips of the time. But then now, and Bryant Gumbel works for HBO, so they show him now, and he's like, you know, he's like, he can't front like that he's disappointed, like as a black man, because I guess they show the moment where he's on Oprah and they kind of want him to own up to being a black person. And he kind of says the percentage thing, I guess, which I sort of vaguely remember this, but I remember it more through comedians because they even show a Wanda Sykes bit. And but yeah, he said, like, Oprah asked him, like, yo, so, like, what do you consider yourself? And he's like, I'm like 20% black, I'm like this Indian, I'm like that Asian, I'm like that. And he names like 4, like, white. And he comes up with this word, like, I'm going to butcher it because it is weird. He made it up. And you could tell this is something that he made up as a kid. And he even says that, like, he took, like, 2 letters of each of them. And he's like, I'm Curasian, you know? And it had, like, white. Like he had the CU from Caucasian, the thing from Indian, and then it ended with Asian, right? And the thing from black. So he kind of like did all that, and you could tell like maybe like the adults, like the world is kind of like the black people may be disappointed at that, but you could also tell where he says it on his face, like this is, and based on what I just told you about his father, like this is kind of like literally like a kid, you know, like he's like he living in his own world, you know. And he kind of thinking from an innocent place, you know what I mean? But the world wanted him to take some responsibility.
Responsibility? That's a stupid ass thing being requested from people.
You're not wrong there. But like,
so I was supposed to be watching Tiger Woods. Like, come on, say you a brother. Don't disappoint me.
Say you a nigga.
You said, and now. What does that do to me now?
They're showing, they literally show clips, whether it's Brian Gumbo or other black people from the time, like disappointed in him because of literally that, what you were just doing right there. They disappoint him.
That sounds like a Dave Chappelle skit.
What's the expectation they had?
Hey, he's a nigga.
So it's funny you say that. They took Wanda Sykes, and Wanda Sykes is doing a thing making fun of that, and she's like, man, he said he 25% black. Ain't it crazy? The more successful you are, the less black you are. But the minute he get arrested, yo, that black golfer. Which obviously he does go on to get arrested, you know. And the same thing with O.J. Simpson. If you go all the way back, right? O.J. Simpson was always around the white people, at least in the pictures, right? I don't know his real life, but then the minute he killed Nicole or whoever. In that whole court case, he black again, you know? So, I don't know. That's where it left off. But it definitely looked like somebody who's kind of being thrust into all these things that even going to the basics of golf. Like, he's like, yo, man, I ain't even want to do any of this shit, you know? Or maybe he did, but maybe not to this level. You know, maybe he just wanted to play golf for a bit. Maybe he didn't want to play golf for every moment of his life, you know? So...
A lot of people that's forced into shit like that, they become ultra nice, but they're not all up here. Like, they fucking completely weirdos. Like, they bug the fuck out. Yeah. Obviously, Michael Jackson was one of them.
Yeah, it reminded me of him right away.
Yeah, that whole group of them, you know, because it was more of a force thing. You didn't have a choice. Nigga, you better go sing.
Yeah,
you better go dance. You better go moonwalk. You better go hit and get a hole in one, motherfucker. You better do all that right now, or I'm beating the shit out you, or some shit's gonna happen to you. That's the way it is, nigga.
Yeah.
So a lot of that shit can play, like you said, it does play a toll on a nigga mind. Like, nigga, I had no choice to play golf, motherfucker. So if I do something else, goddamn, like,
who knows what this guy gonna do to me? You know?
Word, like shit, I might get destroyed. I might be in a box somewhere.
Yeah. But
he did fuck a lot of bitches, though. I tell you that. He wasn't dumb. He wasn't dumb right there.
Everybody I bring up, Tony Parker, Tiger Woods.
Yo, nigga got caught with 30 of them. How you get caught with over 30 bitches
at one time?
On, bro. At one, he had over 30 of them. That's why that was a scandal. He cheated on his wife with 30 bitches.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like, damn, he got caught and he was in the biggest orgy like possible, like 30 women at one time. No. Yeah, no, I remember that. I do remember that. How much did he get? I don't know. It's Tiger Woods, dude. He been swinging sticks since he was like 10 months, dude.
He's a god, man. He's a god. He's a god.
Well, didn't I tell you his dad say he gonna be God?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let me see if I can find.
Niggas spit his shit 30 different niggas just pumping.
Let me see if I can find the dad quote, like the dad Gandhi quote, like.
Crazy though.
Let me see. He said, "Damn, it's funny. I'm looking for that quote. Here's a Tiger Woods reverse quote. To this day, my dad has never asked me to play golf. I asked him. It's the child's desire to play that matters, not the parent's desire to have the child play." Anyway, let me find the Gandhi one. Let me see.
They compared him to Gandhi. Go to hell for that. That's two beasts.
He was just naming like all these goats, like all-time goats, and
just a golfer,
he's like, "Yo, my son is the chosen." Like he sounded like he talking about like Jesus is coming, and it's my son, and he gonna do it through golf. You know, I can only find people reacting to his father about the quote, but I can't find it. Oh, okay. Woods pressed to justify his belief that his son could have greater humanitarian influence than, check it out, let's go, Nelson Mandela, Gandhi, or Buddha. Mandela was cool, but yo, you ain't see my son yet.
Now that you say the quote, though,
yeah, I couldn't find the quote, but this is part of it.
That sounds like it, because I mean, Michael Jackson probably did a lot of humanitarian good. do we equate him to like Gandhi and like those kind of things? But dude, getting a lot of wealth, like you could influence the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much humanitarian stuff he does.
I say,
you know what I mean?
Michael Jackson was, if I say in that time, he was going in that direction because he had the world. That nigga had the gauntlet. That nigga had the gauntlet. He killed fucking Jackson 5. He took the shit like he was up there. So him compared to Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying, is no comparison. But I say he was going in that direction because he did have a lot of influence. But Tiger Woods' influence it's nowhere near deep. Everybody knows Tiger Woods for PGA Golf, EA Sports in the game.
Damn, they don't even know him for real golf. They know him for EA Sports.
He didn't use his powers.
He didn't use the gauntlet. Like Michael Jackson had niggas passing out, losing their life, doing all types of crazy shit.
You right though. You right.
So imagine the influence.
Tiger Woods didn't.
You could have.
He didn't make his own "We Are the World." That's what I was gonna say. He didn't make his own that. He didn't make the unifying music.
Nigga, you don't see. I don't see nobody like. You know what? I'm gonna be a golfer today. I don't see nobody. You know, I'm not saying I don't see nobody, but you see a lot of motherfuckers moonwalking, man. I moonwalk right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the influence he had. Like he had niggas grabbing their dick. Niggas got all types of dance moves. They're still doing it to this day. So.
I think before Jackson though, dancing was popular, like more mainstream to a lot more communities than golf. Golf, to even just, I don't even gotta quote the movie, but you know the movie's definitely trying to highlight. Man, there's a lot of white people in golf before Tiger Woods, you know. So like it's not even ingrained in any other cultures really. Golf the way dancing is, you know. Dancing has historical precedence.
Free,
yeah, before Jackson, you know.
Golf is probably a niche sport because it's expensive to play. Like you can't just go play golf. You can't just go get a basketball. You can't just go get a football. You gotta get clubs. You gotta go to
the golf. You need that course. Field. It's the field. Yeah,
it's expensive. So it's kind of gated in the sense that like there's a lot that you need to kind of get to play the game. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play basketball, you can do basketball and find a free basketball court. You want to play handball, find a wall, get a handball.
And I think why his pops felt that way too. Was his pops fully black or his pops was mixed?
I think his pops, because he names all these races, so I don't really know who's what, but definitely his father is black, the mom's Asian, definitely. That's the visual thing that you can tell. And then I don't know who else has all the extra stuff, you know.
So this is some nigga shit, right? This is some real ignorant black nigga shit. My son's gonna be Gandhi, yada yada yada. And Tiger Woods, being that Tiger Woods is black, you know what I'm saying? And let's just face the facts. Golf is a predominantly white sport.
Yeah.
So being that his pops is, you know, being that Tiger Woods is black, I guess, you know, that's why he felt that way, and he's super fucking nice. And that's why he was all on TV and yada yada, just black golfers just dominating the game and yada yada yada. But the Gandhi stuff is just too far. That's the black ignorant shit niggas say.
I gotta dream big. You know what I mean?
Yo, but I think he's saying that stuff when he's like,
not for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny though. While he might not be Gandhi or have done the things Gandhi does,
yeah,
Tiger Woods is certainly a top notable person.
For sure.
Top person on one of the top people in Earth's. So maybe in terms of golf, he's a Gandhi of sorts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not that kind of thing, but part of what he believes in comes to fruition. I sound like he kind of forced him into it a little bit, but nonetheless, he becomes a god in some respect. Somebody notable like a Gandhi in some respect. And I don't know. Golf is just a niche sport, but he's the Michael Jordan of golf.
He definitely is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. That like they definitely highlight that, like when he signs to Nike, that definitely was their intention. Make him the Michael Jordan of golf, you know? And
yeah, they might have missed the mark, but they ain't too far from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of golf,
What you
I
got?
don't know if you still play games and all that, but PGA 2K21 golf, that shit is fire. That shit.
Look who plays golf.
Yo, son,
Look who plays
that's probably
golf.
like the only game I really take serious now. It's golf. Yo,
what was your
shit is
Instagram post?
Right now.
The minute you get rich, you start playing golf.
facts, man. That shit is fire, bro. These niggas over here be playing it too. They come over. I said, you know what I mean? That niggas getting money now. These niggas is getting money. I'm like, oh, now they want to play golf. They don't want to play basketball now. They telling me to come over. They coming to my crib. Like, yo, yeah.
Duke changing the hood. Yeah. He making
the
hood.
They do it.
See him?
They want to do it. They want to play golf.
They gonna convert the whole baseball field in the back to a golf, like just one big hole.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Yo, they made. I don't know if y'all remember this, but now it's a real golf course over there now.
The baseball field in the back.
Maybe you know where Whitestone Bridge is. Remember the ramps?
Oh shit, the ramps
on the other side
golf?
of that. On the other side
Queens,
of that.
on the Queen side.
Not on the Queen side. It's right on the Bronx.
On our side, yeah.
Yeah, like on Throgs Neck.
Yeah.
Remember, it used to be grass over there. Niggas used to ride dirt bikes over there.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit is a complete. I think Donald Trump owns that.
Damn.
I think it's Trump links. Trump links over there.
Pay attention. Connect the dots, people.
Y'all going over there? Y'all going over there when he come home? Y'all going over there?
Telling you. I like golf. Oh, just so happens Trump built the golf course.
Trump links. That shit is fire, man. That shit is fire, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to start playing that shit.
Decide. You use your mind and decide.
Hey, man, that's a dope.
Think for yourself, people. You know what I mean?
It's a dope sport, man. You can smoke.
It's not. It's whack. That shit is trash. I play golf. It's whack. The only cool part about golf is driving them golf carts. That's it.
You can do that without the golf part. You can do that.
That shit is fire. That shit is fire. Golf carts.
But it's one of those things like fishing, though. Like outside of the professional aspect of it,
yeah.
That's why a lot of I think one, I don't know why it becomes like what's seen as a rich person sport, but it's a sport that you could discuss business and right. Like it's chill. Not super.
You right. Chill. I always make fun of baseball because of that. Yeah.
If you walk in the course, right? Like, what are you gonna do when you walk? So, it's a little bit slower pace if you want to relax, but I could also see like, people discussing things during that.
Smoking.
I don't know. I didn't really find it too like entertaining or engaging. It is real slow.
It's slow. It's whack. I'm not
a fan of fishing. I'm not a fan of fishing either.
I don't like fishing either.
Not for fun. If I needed to catch a fish, yeah, but just to go out fishing, like.
I definitely would play somebody competitive in some damn golf though. I would like.
It ain't easy either.
That shit is not easy. That shit is extremely
not easy at all.
Extremely.
That might be another reason why I ain't like it. I don't know.
I first started. You can't even hit the fucking ball. You're hitting the bottom of it, and you gotta aim it correctly. I give it to him. That's why he's. You know what I mean? He's a man for that.
Now that is kind of ill. Like that is a bugged out skill.
You got to think about the air and how you gonna land it, and so much shit in the way that the ground is tilted, and fuck how I'm gonna hit. It's like a lot of shit.
Science.
I just was swinging that shit. I mean, cart.
I ain't never played the real golf. I ain't never played the real golf. I only done that miniature golf. It's not the same.
They got a lot of those shits out here too, though. It's a lot, not only the courses. They got a lot of courses out here in the Bronx now, but they have a lot of those. Just want to tee off. You just want to get your shit right.
Oh yeah. What's that like? Hot golf? What is it called? Hot top golf?
It's not even no holes in there. You just teeing off like
Yeah. There's a lot of that. That's a big thing. I feel like that's become like some party shit. Yo, it's my birthday. Yo, it's like any type of let's get drunk type shit.
Yeah, let's tee off.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's called Top Golf over here. I don't know if y'all got that up in the east, but we got the Top Golf down here. There's a real golf course near downtown though. It's in a more the fancier. It's called around the Alamo Heights area. That's a more wealthier part of the SA. You know what I mean? Here's the last thing I'm gonna say about that. Yo, they showing the '97 Masters with Tiger Woods, and he walking. And granted, he's generating a lot of buzz, but I saw that shit and I was like, it's mad funny because maybe it's an excessive amount because he's generating buzz. But I was like, yo, this shit remind me of some street shit. This shit remind me of some NBA shit because he trying to walk to the other hole and it's like, yo, it's like 5 cops or whatever security on him. So he got his boys just like yo, you can't see this dude. And then it's just like a crowd. So it's like when you playing in the arcade and there's only 2 people playing, but it's like 20 people like watching and shit, or like a battle or some shit, and like everybody's watching. It seemed like that, and then once you get to the hole, then you got some space. But if you walk into the hole, it's just people on people, and I was like, yo, that seemed kind of ill, yo. The only thing that's whack I don't like about golf or tennis, like all these sports where they want to act all punky, they don't like crowd noise. They only like crowd noise when nothing's going on, and I'm like, stop it. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. There should totally be crowd noise. You can't concentrate with the crowd noise. That's your problem. That's the only thing I don't like about those things, like crowd noise, yo. Just deal. Like I should be yelling crazy shit. Like yo, imagine if tennis was yelling like ECW shit, yo. Like you suck, you suck, you suck. Like while Serena Williams gotta like serve or like that's the only tennis player I know. Maria Sharapova.
It's probably because nobody plays like that in real life. Because if you really playing golf, like regular, it's probably pretty quiet. So I wonder if it was baked into the sport, just like. No, we don't want that element of it, like, because who's training with any kind of at least if you're playing a basketball game, you can still be getting shit talk from the motherfuckers on the court or talking shit to you, and there's still like noise, but generally, like, right, like there wouldn't even be a lot of noise. So I wonder if they were just like, yeah, let's keep it the way we play when we're alone.
I mean, part of me is thinking the same thing, right? Tennis is probably seen as like a privilege, right? A more like probably white sport, like going as you go back in time, right? That you probably playing it if you have privilege more than like you playing it on the street. Yo, let's get 2 rackets and like hit this ball or some shit, Yo, growing up, right? We had handball. You don't get no racket.
you gotta have money again.
Yeah.
Tennis racket. What's handball?
You got the wall.
It's tennis, here's a ball. All you need is a $1 blue ball and a wall, and there you go.
In your hand.
Tennis, you need a whole court. You need the right shoes, and you need the rackets. And I bet you a good tennis racket ain't cheap or necessarily accessible to everybody. All that should be expensive. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying, and it might just be a culture thing. But I've pointed this out to you too. Like as we compare like fighting game stuff, which is more minority driven, to more esports stuff, and them too at times might be like, yo man, this noise, you need to chill out with the noise. And it's like, yo man, y'all on computers and shit. Yo, like let me yell that you suck, let me tell you how bad you're doing right now, yeah, but money talks or whatever. I don't know.
Money talks.
I just want to hear people say you fucked up like it was ECW, I haven't gone through my Spotify new releases today, but I do open it up to like loop my shit, and I saw on the whatever the ad is on the top, I don't know, the banner ad, there was this girl, her name is, I don't even know how to pronounce this. Any of y'all ever heard of Ashnikko?
No.
Not even you, Duke? ASHNIKKO. It's one word.
Might have.
I didn't even get to click on her music, so I can't even tell you if it's like pop or rap or whatever. But it was like the debut mixtape. Mixtape gotta be rap, right? We don't got singers doing we don't got singers.
They got the niggas doing singers doing mixtapes.
I think we got R&B singers doing mixtape. I don't know if we got like.
You want this joint right here?
Yeah, but she looked. That's a good example because I saw the only reason I clicked on it, I was like, yo, that looked like a living anime character Drop the
Facts.
mixtape. Drop the mixtape today. I was like, yo, an anime character just dropped the mixtape today. I was like,
look at the album cover.
yeah,
cover.
I was like, so it just caught my eye. I was like, damn, we got anime characters.
Oh, she
dropping
doing
mixtape.
trap music. Well, not trap music, but urban.
You see? Keep it away from the mic so we don't get that copyright. But yeah,
Okay.
nah, that caught my mind. Like, and you see, I heard mixtape. Like, it's funny you said that, man. Like, I was like, look, I know this is judging off of some hard stereotypes, and it's 2021. But I was like, she looked like an anime character. Said debut mixtape. It's probably a rapper. It's like, I just knew, like, I felt it in the force, you know, like the hip hop force, whatever you want to call it. But like I could just sense like you know, he said it right there. Trap urban vibes. Urban.
Yeah, she got some urban in her. She got some urban in her.
I'll at least see what she sounds like, cuz I was just curious, just cuz the visual is so like, been watching too much anime lately, and I was like,
all of them, all of her covers. Look at this one. The fuck is this? Face with written writings on it.
Oh, that looks like some shock value shit. Yeah, I don't know about that
A
one.
bunch of them. All of them are weird.
Is that like what's the guy for snitching? What's his name?
It's Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, that's the thing that's maybe like female Tekashi. Maybe she yelling too. Maybe she yelling.
I believe, man. This is weird. I get what she's trying to do.
What's she trying to do? Tell me, dude. Make money?
I guess she's trying to get that type of crowd, that type of
to that audience.
yeah, that type of people.
What is that type of crowd? Like let's go in on that a little bit. What is that type of people?
The anime type of people, like the anime, the young people, not young, but people that likes this type of shit.
Gotcha. Are the track titles anime too? Like, or are they
the trap titles? No,
are they gangsta
I think they
shit?
are.
Or are they like what?
Some of them are. Some of them are. Some of them are. Well, no, I'm lying. Working bitch? No, that's not. That's not.
Hey man, she might be a merc. Yo, Ghost in the show. She might be like a mercenary. She might be a mercenary. You know, like
it's probably just the Tekashi thing. That the younger.
This one is
them.
Dem. I don't know how to pronounce this.
Let me see if she stole my banner ad. Maybe I'll click on her. She still is. Debut mixtape. There you go.
Demi Devil.
Daisy, Toxic, Deal With It, Slumber Party, Drunk With My Friends, Little Boy, Cry, Later Boy, I got you. Good While Lasted, and Clitoris the Musical.
Wow.
And it's only 1 minute and 37 too. It's a short musical. Yo, the longest song on here is 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Everything else is 2 minutes and something. Yo, let's get it done quick. Jeez. Princess Nokia? Isn't that? That sounds like an anime. That or a cell phone. But one of
Princess Nokia.
That's who's on the track. Princess Nokia is on one of the tracks.
What the fuck?
She's on Slumber Party track. I was like, yo, either that's an anime or that's an anime from that Studio Ghibli or whatever guy, or that's a cell phone.
I don't know.
But anyway, those visuals just caught me off guard. I was like, normally I ignore all the banner ads, but normally too, they're from people I've heard of. I've never heard of this, you know. Normally it's like, hey, Coldplay dropped some shit. I'm like, cool, next, you know, like but
it's definitely different.
Yeah, man.
Y'all ready for them checks?
Oh shit, we getting paid now? What's up?
Yeah, they talk about the 14. They gonna send you the remainder.
What?
Oh, so we not getting 2,000? We getting what is it? 1,400?
You got 6 already, all right, motherfucker.
I figured they was gonna do that bullshit. It's American
you got 6?
math.
Hey, you got your 6?
I haven't checked, but I probably did. Yeah, my whole family did. If my family got it, I got it. You know.
Oh, you a rich nigga. You don't look at your money, huh?
You hear that? Look at y'all. Look at y'all.
What are you
That's
talking
that rich
about? Yo,
shit.
I'm on the floor. I got my bed in the background.
That rich shit. Don't tell me you gonna do this. Don't tell me you gonna do that.
Yo, I took that mindset from Phil. Yo, I just
Meditating
assumed.
in his yoga
I
room.
took that mindset from Phil.
Don't feel me.
My
You
shit
got a yoga
always
room?
going up. My shit is always going. My shit is like a growing mountain. You know, I'm that confident in my shit. I took that mindset from Phil. I used to have the conversations with Phil about being broke and shit and how I'm gonna make money. You know, so we changed the mindset. Changed the mindset over long term, son. I don't gotta check because I know it's there. You know what I mean? And if it ain't there, that shit's coming. That shit's coming, son.
He learned that from you.
Who I learned that from?
Did he just say he learned that from who now?
Yeah. Who I learned that from? Who I learned that from?
You know where I learned it from?
Where you
Dirty
learned
Phil wouldn't hurt
You know
me.
where I learned it from?
Who? Where?
Looking out my project window, watching rich people play tennis and golf.
Like Duke?
You were one of them people. Nice to see you, the only black person. Wow. That guy was.
I don't believe that one. I don't believe that.
Inspired.
30 mil wouldn't hurt me.
I didn't say 30 mil. I didn't say that. Jay-Z, I don't even have 30 mil.
30 mil wouldn't hurt.
So I'm hurting for 30 mil. I said it wouldn't hurt.
I think
me.
we all heard it for 30 mil.
We ain't saying the 30 mil, but you get what I'm saying. We don't have to go that far with it. But,
Are you using codes? He used little codes for.
No, the little change wouldn't hurt me. That's what you know. What
I didn't say that. I didn't say
that. That's what you damn did.
I said I'm diversified and prepared. You know what I mean? That's it.
Goddamn lie.
Diversify your bonds. It made me think of Dave Chappelle.
Diversify.
Diversify your bonds.
Yeah, so Biden's trying to give it sector. Oh, what? Biden's trying to pass the $2 trillion something. So another 1,400.
Endless stimulus. That's what we doing. Doing.
And this is going to be the one to get the job done.
This is the one that's gonna work.
Get the fuck out of here.
So the other ones were like done bad, but this is
So
this should be the final. This should be the final one. Everybody should be good after this. That's how I read it. But maybe, yeah, you could see it like that too.
So what's going to happen? They're going to give more
real quick because all that other macro stimulus. I mean, I guess it matters to y'all as investors, but like, so that's confirmed though. We only getting 1,400 or whatever the math is.
I don't know if it's confirmed. I don't know if it got passed yet, but that's what he wants to do.
So the 1,400 plus what? A longer unemployment?
I don't know about no other parts of.
Because they talking about what is it? 1.9 trillion, some shit like that. I think I saw it. 1.9 trillion.
Yeah.
So that might be included because I think the unemployment runs out in March.
I don't know. Last time they passed a lot of money and put a bunch of crazy stuff and just sent to everybody. I don't know what's in. I don't know what's in this one, but that's one of the things that's on the table, which isn't surprising. But yeah,
I'll take that money.
They're playing game. Look, I'll be saying they be playing games.
I think you're right though. I think it's 1,400. Yeah, do the math. It's 2,000 if you add. You know what I mean? Learn how to add.
They playing games, man. Like, where did 2,000 even come from the first place?
A click of a button.
It do
I'm
be
talking
seeming.
about where did they derive that is a good number to even give at all?
Oh. Hey man, you ever look up in the sky and start thinking about shit?
Yeah.
That's where it came from. That's where it came from.
Look into the sky, start thinking about shit.
Hey man,
came from?
I'm gonna give these niggas 600.
Wait, that's what the saying's called, right? The saying's called "pie in the sky," right? It's called like just look up, yo. Shit. Look, man, if Tiger Woods can be like Gandhi, I could talk to God. I just be looking up like, yo, how much do they need? All right, 1.9 for the economy, 600 for them. Cool, let's do it. You know, like let's deal. Write that shit. You know, write that.
I don't know, man. But that's what they saying though. So.
Whatever it is, I take it anyway.
Yeah, that's all I said.
Oh yeah, for sure. Add them up, baby. Add them up.
Hell yeah.
Add them up. Let's see. What else I got here? Yes, I don't know. I seen some channel post that I do. I ain't watched the video. I don't know if I ever will, but he talk a lot of cool like musical theory talks. But he was like every now and then he'll review like the Spotify like top 10. And he's like an old guitar player dude with a lot of music theory. But then he posted like, "Yo man, my shit is trending on YouTube, number blah blah blah." And it just reminded me like back when I used to watch Joe Rogan pre-Spotify. He's like, "Yo man, that shit's bullshit." He's like But the trending's mad inconsistent, you know, like and I think me and you've talked about it, Phil, but like yeah, like the Kanye West episode was never trending. And that shit had like 9 million views in like a weekend. And then you look at YouTube trending, it's like, yo, this guy got like 2,000 plays. He's trending. It's like and honestly, yo, as we look at more and more, right, social media censorship and all that, it be looking like, yo, man, like social, you know, all of this stuff is dope. Internet is dope, but like we starting to gatekeep. We just started the new system. We almost going right back to the new labels, the new TV channels, the new censorship, you know? Like, yeah, just like you just said it, shadow banning, you know? Like, we almost just right back to where we started. Like, we need the new internet so we can go over here where these fuckboys ain't controlling it, you know what I mean? But, I don't know. That was it. That was
the website.
That was it. Trending. So I try to almost never click on trending.
Deal with the other stuff too. But yeah.
Let me see.
Well, I got one.
Do it.
I heard you spliced yourself.
Nah. See, my man's making me document. So I'm trying to keep this shit off the grid.
You can't say nothing.
Trying to keep this shit off. I ain't get on Splice yet, but
no, not that. I heard you.
But you said Splice. Yo, it's like saying I heard you went to Africa. Like, nah, I went to London. Yeah, not London. Like what are you talking about?
Splice
talking about how you split.
Yeah, I'm about to say Splice could have the whole different meanings. I heard you cut yourself in half. And
Dr. Banner separated from the whole.
I heard you took the dark side. Like,
no, you did it. You brought it into the beat verse, and you did it. I blamed you when I started to say you did this. You do the A.
Yeah, man. We about to as I do this, as I do these things, like
I'm here.
Listen, don't do it. A, stay with the good.
So you know, like, yo, I would here. This is how I answer this.
Okay. You were supposed to bring balance to the force.
I ain't bringing balance, yo. But yo, like it's funny, like yo, when I would be like mad depressed, like Phil would tell me some shit, like yo, man, like you know, like we look at our shit, right? And it's like just how far we've come and shit, you know? And it's like, yo, like, me and Phil, we just started this version of the podcast, but I'm like, yo, by the end of the year, right? It's already happening, right? I'm gonna have a podcast a week coming out. I'm gonna have a beat a week coming out, you know? And yeah, I'm gonna have something coming out every fucking. It's gonna be all kinds of media just coming out. You know what I mean? Like, so
this is a new age. This is a new age. This is the dark side we've been talking about. This is the shit I brung out of you, huh?
Wait. What do you mean the dark side we've been talking about? I ain't never spoke about this side. So there's been previous discussions about this. See, I knew it. We've been talking about this for centuries. Finally, prophecy is fulfilling.
What is it? Execute Order 66.
Yo, that's exactly what's going on. Order 66. I'm gonna start talking about your Order 66.
Yo, that's like a legendary moment.
You hear that? Yeah, man. Shit's going down.
One of the worst bad guys, but still, like he got his moments.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, nah. We gonna be prolific on one side. I had some dude message me on Discord. I still haven't heard his beats, but I guess because I'm in Kenny Beats server and all these servers, Alex Toomey, mixed by aLr. I'm trying to pull it up right now. But he was like, what's his intro message? Hey, you produce? You know, and he heard his beats and then he sent me stuff he rap on. So he trying to collab. I ain't get to hear his shit yet. But yeah, the people trying to reach out. So we'll see what happens.
And let me ask you this question.
What's up?
Now that people is trying
Have you heard the tale of Darth BTS?
He thought unlimited beats could be produced. He thought unlimited beats could be produced.
Now that people are reaching out, what is Abe going to do? Is Abe going to cater to a different demographic of music, or Abe is just going to stay with Abe?
So we splitting off.
Are you gonna mix Abe with the demographic?
I can't tell you all those answers yet. I know, yeah, because we're gonna be feeling it out. You know what I mean? I can't tell you all those answers yet. Some of that is a wait and see. You know what I mean? You know.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
I can't tell you all the answers. I just don't know yet. Oh, we got TCMB just walked in the Twitch chat. They call me Bob. They call him Bob. So yeah.
That's TC. I was mad confused. It was a gang, but yeah.
That sounds like some Lil Wayne shit. Just like every time I read that name.
One of them gangs. Yeah. TCMB youngin. Yo, there's a new baby. There's a young baby.
There's another baby. There's a young baby.
How
he spell his name?
It's called Young YUNG.
Yeah,
baby.
He official. I bet.
That's crazy.
One of the things I was just like, little and young are kind of like redundant adjectives. Young and little is kind of implied in the word baby.
What about duh, baby? Like, what does that imply?
That's more normal because it's really just the like, all right, you're just the baby. But I don't need you to tell me you're a little baby. I already assumed you're a little baby, and all babies are young. That's kind of baked into the definition. Meaning you young baby. Don't even make sense. Old baby would kind of, I guess, that don't really make sense either. So I don't know. Big baby sound kind of cool though.
Oh, look, he got a new acronym for his name for TCMB. Together, collaboration moves business.
I like that one. I like that.
Yeah, nah. TCMB about the business moves, man. He on that engineering tip, So.
The builders.
Yeah. Oh damn! I never even put that together. Bob the Builder. That's fucked up. That should be in like such an obvious thing.
There you go.
Yo, this might be, I guess, one of the last real topics I have. Then I probably go into comic book land. But I'm reading this book called Incognito, right? And it's all about the brain and stuff like that. But yo, it got to this trippy section at the end, and I think it's still justifying its argument. So I can't really like defend it or that. But it was just interesting idea. It was almost kind of putting together the idea that almost like doing crimes is an abnormality of the brain. And damn, like what did I write? Because like some of this stuff I was kind of almost struggling. And that almost in the future, the court, instead of like kind of assessing the crime, like at least this is his idea. Not that the court would do this, but like he's saying like from a neuroscience perspective, they should almost be looking at, will this person, instead of judging them on their past act, are they capable of doing more crime? And then I guess based with like using actuary numbers, for some cases you can actually predict that. And based on that, in some cases they've actually determined your jail sentence on that, whether it's real short or really long, because your likelihood of doing that crime again is really high or really low, So,
wow.
So versus like the whatever crazy crime you did, like, yeah, that crime's crazy, but he's not gonna do it again, or vice versa. Like that crime wasn't crazy, but like he gonna do this shit every Tuesday. He gotta stay in jail, like so. And I was like, that sounds pretty crazy. Like
that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's Like it's nowhere near the same thing as Minority Report, but it almost reminds me
of
that.
That's Minority Report. I was really about to say that. You took the words out of my fucking mouth.
Nah, it's not like Minority.
It's not, but it reminds me.
Sitting in a milk bath right now, just watching your future. Like
they was trying to predict.
They're predicting.
Before you did a crime, they would come get you based on what I don't remember all of the details of the movie. Yeah, they just saying to just assess your sentencing.
This is starting the prediction, I guess post you doing a crime, you know? Now you enter the Minority Report, I guess, post you doing a crime, now you get almost judged.
He's going to do that again.
Yeah. Sure. So
we were sitting in the milk bath just now. We saw you do that crime again. So we're going to give you 40 years for that.
So they're saying, like, based on, like, as they learn more and more about the brain and, like, you know, like almost all these things are like chemically induced or less free will and all that. They're almost like predetermined going to like your youth. And I was like, oh man, this is like a lot being dropped right now. Like I can't accurately recreate this whole argument for you, but it was just an interesting idea. Like as I was reading that book.
It's fucked up though.
It is. But I was like, it just had me. It was like I was rolling. I'm on like chapter 6. I'm probably like 80% done with the book, and I was rolling. And then around like 70%, they start talking about this court stuff, and I was like, whoa, because like the rest of the book is just talking about brain science and shit, nothing to do with jail and shit. But then it started presenting cases of these people who, I guess they started with extreme outliers first. I guess there was a guy in Austin, around the UT area. And he left a note, but after he left the note, he goes on a shooting spree and kills a bunch. He kills his wife, or he might kill some close people, but then he goes to UT and does a lot of stuff, and then eventually cops kill him. But he wrote in a note, yo, like something's wrong with me. You have to do an autopsy, and they did. And I guess like a tumor was growing in his brain, and I guess the way it was affecting his brain, it turned what was a normal person into a dude who's just like, I gotta kill or I gotta hurt people now, you know. So they started with a bunch of outliers like that, and then they started posing the premise that I told you about, you know. So I don't know, but yeah, it does seem kind of crazy, dude. Like, it do seem kind of crazy.
And you know what? It sounds like they use because they kind of do that already, right? Like if you're a repeat offender or there's some like this is gonna happen again. You know, sentencing is sometimes based on some specifics and stuff, but they're not using like no data or anything like that to base it on. I think other than I guess the judgment of the judge and whatever they could do within the law. But yo, man, I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things is gonna develop in the future. You know what I mean? All kind of stuff.
Yeah. Brain stuff, man. Brain stuff. The brain's crazy. I feel like the more I learn about it, man, like it's like the more questions I'll be having, you know what I mean? It's an endless thing. But I know now I was just gonna do comic book stuff, but yo, Duke, I know last week and we kinda touched on it with the stimulus, but I know you had some like politics stuff. There was any politics shit you wanted to talk about or what?
Right now?
I don't know, just any shit.
No, I'm saying like right now, what happened? Politics happened. Oh yeah, the impeachment.
So that happened?
I'm assuming it did.
Or was it just the House?
I think he's really getting impeached, so he won't, because he was talking about he wanted to run in 2024 again.
They ain't like that shit.
I guess they was like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna make sure this nigga's impeached, and then he ain't gonna be able to try to run.
I'm gonna type it in Google to see if that happened. Planning. Yo, Phil, you gonna like this shit. Trump planning payback for 10 Republicans who impeached him.
Oh, so this is real. This is real.
He got a list. I didn't confirm it yet, but because I know the House.
Y'all thought I was done, or y'all want to betray? Oh, okay.
Yo, he lost a lot of shit. He lost a lot of shit in New York. He lost to Trump. They was about to do the PGA golf, whatever that shit is. They was about to do a PGA golf, the Masters, whatever you call it, on one of his golf courses. They canceled that one. He lost the I invested in these motherfuckers too. It's DB. The ticker is DB, but they're not doing business with him anymore. It's a bank. The juicers, some shit like that. Deutsche Bank, whatever that shit is. They cut him off. Yeah, they cut him off with that, and there's one more thing they cut him off with. They got cut off with something else.
He's just getting canceled, like all the people that was there.
Real quick, Article 1.
Doing all of that stuff.
Article 1, Section 3, the Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments one sitting. For that purpose, they shall be on. All right, I could just stop right there. Basically, the Senate has to do stuff now. So I don't think it's. I think the House keeps doing it because the House did it whenever we did it last time, 1 or 2 years ago. But I think the Senate has to really be like, okay, he gone now. You know what I mean? So I think it's up to the Senate right now to really do this.
They only got like a week left. A week. Like,
I don't know.
Less than a week.
You know they're gonna be like, yeah, the evidence is clear. At least
none of these people. None of these people. They all playing games. Every last one of them.
I think I'll tell you this though. I think the feds is gonna come pick that nigga up.
67 senators need to. Yeah, it's the same rules as last time. 67 senators need to vote. That's, I believe, what we got like 50-50 right now. Like that means, right? Even if I go on that quote, 10 people impeached him, but that might be House people, so that might not even be Senate. So you need, what is that, 17 senators to go flip on him? I'm assuming all 50 Dems are gonna flip on him. So he's like, hell yeah. Colors ride high. So I
don't give a fuck about none of that shit, but from their standpoint, them niggas don't like that nigga at all.
That's a lot, though. You need you need 17, 67. You need 60. That's a lot of Republicans to flip on him. And
hell yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Nah, I don't think that's going to happen. But if it does, he's fucked. They're already trying to cancel him right now, so.
The thing that's crazy is that if he does get impeached, he loses, what is it? The security people.
The Secret Service?
Yeah. They gone.
What?
They won't back him.
So Bill Clinton got no Secret Service right now?
No, because he didn't get impeached.
He did get impeached.
There's the definition. Like, can you correct me, Phil, or do I gotta like look that stuff up? Or
he got caught getting some top.
He got impeached. I guess so. I gotta look up the definition, right? Like he didn't get whatever it is. He didn't get ousted from his presidency. He went to trial. He got
brought to trial for impeachment. Yeah,
but he didn't. He served out
like
2
Trump
terms.
did.
Yeah, he did 8 years. He did 2 terms, so he's fine.
Yeah.
But like, had he lost that trial, Clinton would have lost his security. Yes. But he didn't lose the trial. But that was before the internet, so that shit dragged out forever.
Trump always had. He's a billionaire. He probably already had mass security.
But now he got to pay for it.
He always was.
Yeah,
until the last 4 years. Probably been paying for security his whole life, so I doubt that's like a big consolation to him. He probably don't even want them around him. Maybe he don't know what they are based from the way.
He want to get right and get on his coke binge and fuck young girls and a lot of shit. He got to be doing something else than what he's doing because that nigga's crazy. Even though he from what these young people are saying, they calling it a bandemic.
A what?
Bandemic.
What's that mean?
I don't want to. They got into some dark stuff. It was messing with the system.
His face.
What's going on? What are you talking? What?
These little niggas. From
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because these little niggas love Donald Trump. They love him because it was pandemic. Everybody was scamming the damn system and making thousands, not even thousands.
I remember that. Yo, someone from the Commons hit me up, but I think DC told me that it might have hacked his account. But someone I ain't know had mutual friends. Like when the first checks went out, like around April, he hit me up on some random shit. Like, you gotta call this number, some shit. You get your check or whatever. And he just kept bugging me, so I blocked him. But yeah, I talked to DC. He said like, I guess his account got hacked or something. You know, whoever that guy was. Like, I didn't remember who he was because I didn't know him at all. But I assume maybe I forgot about him because we all had people from the comments in common. You know, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure a lot of people got their stuff jacked. You know.
Motherfuckers.
People getting banned from Twitter and losing all kind of crazy stuff is going on because of this.
Yo, TCMB said, do you think Trump needs a mental health day?
Probably.
He might.
I'm sure any president needs a mental health day. I need a mental health every day running the country. All y'all nuts. The government's nuts. The people's nuts. Yeah, hell yeah, you probably need a mental health day. Any president, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yo, remember? I think one of the most obvious things. Remember how Obama looked before he went, and 8 years later he got gray hair.
Yo, this shit was. He was black and he was gray.
High stakes.
He turned into an old man real quick. Yo, he turned into an old man.
Real
president years. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, on that note, let me see if I can find out where she's from. Is that her? Is this the right one? So. I guess since 2019, there's this lady, I'm a butcher, her name is Sanna Marin. She's the Finnish, can't say Finland. She's the Finland Prime Minister, but she's only 35. So that means she becomes it either 34 or 33. And that just shocked me. Yo, like just that young, you know, being that a country actually let that happen. Yeah.
33?
Yeah.
Damn.
Country, you know? She's 35 now, but I guess she got it. She was born in November 16th, 1985. She's the 85er, you know?
Oh, that's y'all niggas.
Yeah. So
that's your old ass niggas. Old ass motherfuckers.
I was just like, yo, 34.
Understand time, so Duke exists beyond time and space.
I don't know what y'all talking.
I was just surprised that somebody allowed somebody that young.
But ain't your man Kim Jong Woo is a young motherfucker too?
No, that's not. That's some monarchy type shit, dude.
Yeah, he ain't get voted in. That dude.
He took over.
Stop.
He got that passed down to him.
If we count in that, then I'm sure there's a king or queen who was like 8 years old who became like of England or some shit.
For sure.
See, dude count everybody.
Hey man,
he like power begets power and all the old rules and shit.
My girl just put me on to my mind was blown because you know I don't be giving a fuck about all that other shit, but she put me on to there was still kings and queens to this day. What's his name? King Markle
in the UK or other places?
And queens, in mad countries, there's still king. Thailand got a king.
I was so shocked. Like what the. Meghan Markle and
monarchy. It's still
Saudi, right? Saudi Arabia.
Or no? I mean, yeah. Look, they got like a royal family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking
actually, like the British one is a little different because I don't really know. Like it's like I wouldn't say it's completely ceremonial, but it's not like
it's close to it. It seemed like it's close to it. Yeah.
And government, the queen and king or whatever don't decide whatever. Notice there's no king of England. It's just the queen, right? Yeah. Who's the king of England?
I don't know. So her name was Queen Elizabeth, right? That was the lady.
She's the Queen of England.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much like authority that she really has. I'm sure she has influence in it, but she doesn't. She's not a queen. Like tomorrow, everyone wear purple shoes, and it's law. There's still a parliament, and they got a government.
When I heard that, I was so shocked. Like motherfuckers are still kings and queens. What is going on?
No, but there's countries where there's really still kings that like are kings. Like when I went to Thailand, they told us like, "Yo, don't say nothing about the king. Just don't." Because like saying something it's offensive to people, and I think like some of it might have even been like, yo, you can get in trouble for the shit. Saying the king, you know, fuck the king. I'm not saying that necessarily did it, but it was like in the realm of some shit like, yo, it's not for you to say no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, fuck the king. He said, don't say nothing.
They said, don't even bring it up. Don't even bring it up with people at all. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to be saying that in any of the Saudi Arabia, Arab Emirates, any of that shit, you know?
Yeah, those motherfuckers, I think, if they do have kings and queens over there,
I think they
them
do.
niggas, I think them niggas is making laws and all.
You remember that embarrassing murder of there was a newspaper guy, and I think like it took like 12 people in a barbershop to kill them, and they're on camera and everything. And I don't think really no one got in trouble. This is not even that long ago. It was during Trump's presidency. Because I remember him getting criticized because I think, you know, he made like a statement like, yeah, but they buy guns from us or some shit.
Wow.
we do business. Yo, what we going to do? You know?
Wow.
So, like, I mean, honestly, I know Russia isn't it on paper, but I dare you to go say something bad against Putin. Anywhere, maybe anywhere. You don't even got to be Russia, yo. Like, I was listening to I texted Phil this. I was listening to there's a documentary called Icarus, and it's about this guy. He was gonna y'all ever heard of this or not?
Probably.
So he's a bike rider. All he wanted to do was the Lance Armstrong stuff. He was gonna ride the Tour de France or some bike race without steroids and then with it to see how much it helped him. So he got this doping guy, this doctor from Russia, right? And then like all these scandals started happening. So like in the middle of him doing a documentary about this, the guy from Russia's like, yo man, shit's going down. Can you buy me a ticket to LA, which is where he's at? And he's like, what you mean? He's like, yo man, I just gotta go. Stuff is not good here. And he's like, yeah, you could come out here to LA. He's like, can you buy it though? I can't buy it. If I buy that shit, they see my credit card got a ticket to LA, some shit. So he has to buy it for him, and he gets to LA, and then he tells him, like, look, man, I'm like the dude who's been doping for Russia forever, like 50 years deep. We've been cheating in the Olympics and all these other world games forever. Everybody doping except for like very few things, like the figure skaters and stuff they maybe wanted to keep either you skinny or feminine, you know? But everybody was doping, right? So Russia has like since been banned, but they fight it with enough money that I think they're gonna be allowed in the Olympics, not as a country, but all the individual athletes can still go there. It's some weird, crazy shit. But this guy has been in hiding like since, and I guess there's a top 10 kill list from Russia, and like yeah, there's certain people on there, and they be fluctuating. But anyway, like what I'm trying to say is like, Putin don't play. Is what I'm trying. Like I know he not a king, but I'm just saying. You know, I'm just like he seemed like one.
How long he's been in power over there?
Putin probably close to 20 years. Yo, my favorite Putin story.
What?
This is my favorite Putin story. Everybody knows this. He did 2 terms, right? And then once he ran out, because I guess you could only do 2 terms, he had his boy run, and his boy ran. And then when his boy won, the next day he put Putin in second in command, and then Putin was kind of the president from the side. And then when his boy's terms were done, then he just ran again and said, "Fuck it," and that's where he is right now. And then last year, Putin, because there's a rumor that like the Kremlin denies it, but that he might be sick like mentally, but he made a law where if you were ever a Russian president, which to be fair, I think under the current thing, he might be like number 2. But anyway, if you were ever a Russian president, they can't get you on any crimes. You know, because he getting old now. So yeah,
pardon forever.
Yeah, he got to do that self-pardon before he leave the office. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So yeah, but
just hope whoever takes power respects that. Because if somebody on your same type of time
take that away,
with you get in there,
yeah,
yo, get that shit out of here and put him on the list.
Yo, Bob asks, does England change their anthem if the next generation is a king? Is that how things work over there?
Oh,
they changed their anthem. I don't know much about.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Their politics and stuff like that.
I don't know anything about that shit. But if y'all ain't got nothing, I'm gonna start dropping comic book bullshit.
One last thing.
Do it.
Are we going to hear some trap beats?
Wait, say it again. I didn't hear you.
Are we going to hear? Keeping pressing this issue. Are we going to hear? Oh, and I heard you want to use arcade.
Yeah, that's gonna be the main thing. That's gonna be the main thing.
Look at that smile. Look at that. The dark side. Look at this. Wow.
Cause we going into mass production. You know what I mean?
So are you committed to the dark side, young people? That's what he just asked.
You know what was crazy? Yo, dude. So I'm reading the quotes from Arcade. First one's Hit Boy. Hit Boy said, "Yo, if I had this when I was 20, I'd be a billionaire."
I would be a billionaire.
Even Duke know. It's like that shit made me laugh. But yo, you know what's crazy is like, quote, all of them are kind of like hip hoppy people. But then one of them was the Game of Thrones composer, and I was like, "Fuck, movie guys is using this shit. Movie guys ain't even trying no more." I was like and you understand there's more, yo. But like now that I see some composers like make music, yo, like on Twitch and shit, I'm like it's not to say that it's not easy, but like they almost have a different easy, right? Like we have the 4-bar loop like easy in hip hop. They have a different easy. It's like, yo, can you play piano? Like, yeah. All right, cool. Just get these libraries in contact, and you like, and it's like if you have kind of any type of basic musical level of talent on, especially keyboard style wise, it seemed like all you need is contact. You don't even really need like the knowledge of the DAW, of Ableton or anything. That helps. None of that shit hurts you, but it seemed like a lot of it is like, all right, cool. Music, get contact. All right, you welcome to the club. Like that's it. And I'm like, all right, that's a different skill, but it still seemed like that's it. That's it. Like, get contact, no basic music. The end. You can make movies now. Like that's it.
Contact got a lot of like movie score type sounds in it.
Any of that in Arcade or not?
Hell yeah. They have a section where they had a whole I don't know what you call them, the score people.
Yeah.
I guess. Motherfuckers is playing the sounds.
Cellos and shit, yeah.
Cellos and all that shit. They have a section for that. You can click on that if you want. They have a section for, like, the pillow fall. You got the pillow sound or, sound effects and shit.
I got you.
Movie shit. They have a whole bunch of shit in there. Damn. It's a whole list. I've never even ran through all that shit because it's too much. You be there.
It's too much when you got the pillow set. When you got the pillow section, I got these pillow samples.
It's a lot of shit. Just like you said, contact. It's a lot of shit just like that. Contact is endless.
Yeah.
Endless amount of sounds and packs and downloads.
Yo, and they all, like, for those people in the game, they all expensive. Ain't no cheap. The way like our plugins are kind of cheap, they just like $100-ish. Plus minus depending on what it is. Them contact libraries, yo. I mean, you need to like pray for a $300 one because them shits get hot real quick. Yo, they go up to a G, like they ready. All them contact libraries, And
they're heavy. They heavy too.
And you need that space. Yo,
heavy.
Yeah, man. That shit's wild, but yeah.
But that you didn't answer my
What's the question? I told you I'm coming. I'm getting the Arcade. What's up?
Trap beats.
I mean, I was playing with the hi-hats. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know. Like for the split side, that's not really in the cards right now because the split side is more about it's trying to attack that lo-fi instrumental thing. Let me
rephrase this.
Yeah.
Is Abraham going to come out of his comfort zone?
Maybe for the business
zone.
opportunities.
Are you going to get the hell out of that comfort zone and just do something different?
But it's funny how you asking it because it's like, yo, you telling me, yo, by coming out of your comfort zone, you should do what everybody else is doing. That's how I hear it. That's how.
That's how you hear it. That's how you interpret it.
That's how I hear it.
That's not how I'm saying it.
That's not your comfort zone, though. You're not comfortable doing things that you see other people doing.
Yeah.
So that be coming out of your comfort zone.
Duh. That's
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'm trying. I feel like just me even opening myself up to the. I'm not using the splice, but the arcade style stuff is something more akin to what everybody else would do. You know. So I'm gonna say yes, but not all. I got my toes in there. You know what I mean? Maybe I get my knees in there next week.
Hopefully. That's what I'm about to say. Hopefully he gets some arms and some legs or something.
Yeah, slowly, man. You never know. Sometimes you're like, oh, this water ain't that cold. Or for me, I want the cold water, but like, oh, this water is cold. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So
if it's money, let me ask you this. This is another question.
What's up?
If there's money on the table, would you get out your comfort zone?
And we might. We'll see. I can't answer that.
No. It's a yes or no. It's no mabies. If there's
no,
money
because
on the
I
table,
could tell you one thing and do another later, but because it's not real. Until it's happened.
How is it not real?
Because I fuck up. All right. We got the mediator coming through. Let's go.
Always money on the table.
Yeah.
If you're looking for like the specific proposition, you got to make it happen. So there's always money on the table. So I would, from my perception, I think your current answer to that is no. Or has been no. You don't compromise for that. You're just talking about doing something different.
Yeah. I'm still trying to find a way. So
up until this point, the answer I think to that is no.
Yeah, there you go. Up until this point, I'm trying to find a way, Duke, where it worked for me. So I'm compromising it. I'm compromising, but I still want to do me. Because, the beat battle that I find the least interesting is the one on Monday night. And that's the only one that pays money. But the only reason I know about it is because it pays money. It's like, I know all the other beat battles are hosted by famous people, Kenny Beats, and other people I look up to, whatever the fuck, The other one is some random girl on Twitch, but she giving out $200+, So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But I give it the least amount of my attention because it's like, it's fucking $200. Like, all right, like I don't really care about the communities right now or nothing there. You know what I mean? So it do be the least motivating. But I'm trying to compromise because it would be nice. You know what I mean?
But what about a substantial amount of money?
Then they might be some heavy shifting. I might start drifting in my car. I don't know. But it hasn't been substantial enough so far yet. You know what I mean? So,
but leading up to it, how would you? These are good questions. Here we go. How would you?
Compliment his own questions.
Yeah, I know, right? He ain't even asked it yet. Yeah, I'm dope. I'm dope.
No, because you're gonna make me lose it. All right,
I don't lose it.
All right. Leading up to you getting a substantial amount of money or certain X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
How would you?
Jeez.
Is that money coming in? Yeah.
It's my pops.
I don't know if you remember me. Tell Pops what's up, dude.
I will.
You know what I mean?
How would you? All right. So, leading up to it, right? All right. Boom. I gotta get this back. How would you? All right. Let me give you an example.
There's a red lightsaber and a green one. Which one do you grab?
Say that the money is there, but you haven't practiced for it.
I got what?
You haven't did anything leading up to that point. You haven't practiced. The money's right there.
Yeah.
But you didn't make those beats yet. You didn't even try it.
Yeah.
How would you? You know what I mean? Like, if the opportunity is there and you never did it, how are you going to be prepared for it?
That's why I'm gonna do it now.
What'd you just say?
That's why I'm gonna do it.
I think what he.
I think I fucked the question up. I think I fucked it up.
Maybe.
What I think Duke is trying to say is that you said if the amount was large enough, you would shift. But Duke is kind of implying that there's a progression to get to that amount that you're talking about that would make you shift. So is the expectation that this opportunity is just going to just present itself like this? Like you go from 0 to the offers are 100,000 from
Yeah.
this
No,
to
I
Ziff.
got
Like,
you.
what does it look
So
like on the journey?
That
to,
almost implies then, like what Phil said earlier, that my answer is probably no, unless these things magically come. And then my answer is probably no, unless it makes me shift. Because like one of the things I have in my head, and I haven't put it into action fully, but I was like, yo, if I'm just making money from everywhere else, then why do I even give a shit about how much money the music's making? And ironically, I'm probably gonna make more money from music doing that anyway. You know what I mean? I know that don't comprehend to Duke, but I mean,
because that almost didn't make any sense. Almost like
why?
the thing is, look, I said this to you before.
Yeah.
Your focus right now is not money.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about that much. We all want money. All three of us fucking want money. 100%. Most people want money, right? But that's not your top focus right now. You're not concentrating on making money or monetizing your stuff. You focused on honing your craft, it sounds like getting to a certain point, maybe finding who you are as an artist. I don't, you know the answer to those better than I would know them, but you're not thinking about no money.
Yeah.
You want it because it'll make things
easier or something. Yeah.
And you want that so that'll make what you like doing a whole lot easier. You don't have to worry about this because everybody has bills, but you're not focused on, and I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying that's not, you agreeing this is not what is your top priority. So no, if no amount of money comes, that's not something that you're thinking about.
You won't feel that you missed something, a good opportunity. Not only money, but you won't feel that you missed a good opportunity on doing other things than what you used to doing. Not saying that you're just going to completely leave on what you're doing, but because whatever you're doing, you know how to do it well because that's what you do. What I'm saying is you can't do both or do a little bit of, you do yours consistently, work on what you got going on, but you can't just do a little bit of that too as well and then mix it up and then, you get what I'm saying? Like,
do both.
Do it all.
Yeah. Do it all.
I understand you focus on what you focus on. That's cool. Everybody has their focus on. I like R&B. That's what I do all the time. Yeah. But when it's time to get freaky, I know I'm nice. I know I'm ultra nice. So if you want something, I could give that to you. Just like you said, that dude's going to collaborate with you. What if he just had A beats and he don't like that shit?
That's what I sent him because
I had. All right, fuck him. I just missed out on this great opportunity. Fuck this nigga. He don't like my beats. Fuck him. I ain't gonna do no. I'll go find somebody else. I like say nah. But how was that? How was that a collaboration? You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta, you know what? You what you want? Well, what you like? You like this? Oh, you like this, huh?
He been thinking about collaborating with nobody.
Yeah,
you know
that's the thing. I almost look at it.
He's not doing this for nobody else.
This guy's more bothering me.
That's the thing. He don't care about collaborating with nobody.
What are you doing? Let me ask you this.
This is what you gotta.
Who are you doing music for? You doing music for yourself? Or you doing it,
pretty much.
Are you doing music for yourself, or you doing it for? Well, how are you gonna like? How are you gonna make people like something that's like that? Like how do you gonna? This is a question. I asked him this. How do you make people like you? How do you make people like you?
Obviously, I ain't figured that out yet, right? Because I ain't there yet, right? But at the same time, especially as we keep moving into a more nichified society, it's more and more realistic.
When will it be realistic?
That I don't know. That's a person. When will it be realistic for me? It may never be. It may never be.
This is the part that I was getting.
It may never be. Yeah. Are you happy with never be realistic?
I think if I try, because like you know what, if you want the real answer for that like happy part, the only part I would say, and this is like on some personal shit because I'm with me 24 hours a day, right? Is even talking all the bullshit. I want to do things my way, like Frank Sinatra. I know myself that I ain't even put effort into that. You know what I mean? So honestly, if I even tried doing things my way, going like all the way back, then I would be like, fuck yeah, I'm happy with doing that shit because I know like I fought the fight my way. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but
yeah,
how do you if you're doing music, it's for. If you're doing music for your own ears, then fuck it, you could do music forever. You say you got different money revenue streams going on, then do music for yourself. Then. You know what I'm saying? Don't collaborate with nobody. Just do music the way you want to do it. You're not looking for nobody to listen to it. But if you're looking for people to listen to your music, you have a Spotify, you have all these things at streaming platforms, so people can hear your music. Yes or no? Yes.
I mean,
yes.
sure.
Yes, it's not sure. It's a yes. So you make music for people to listen to. Yes.
I guess. I like putting stuff out, but I don't necessarily care. It's the same thing, man. Like,
how you don't care if people don't listen to your music?
Hold on. Let me interject.
What is that? Yo, hey, you gotta hear yourself.
Because listen,
hear yourself.
Listen. This is my take is that
what the fuck?
Like intuitively, it appears that you have conflicting priorities or like goals. On one hand, you just want to make music. You don't care about who's listening to it. You don't make it necessarily. You just enjoy doing that for whatever you get out of doing it, and you like putting it out. Or you put it out because you have it and it makes sense to put it out. But you're not, basically, so you're not even putting it out necessarily for people to find it. But if they find it, and the people that find it and like it because you're putting it out, that could get you on. I think that's what you was like saying to do. But the part that sounds almost like paradoxical is because you also want the music to be the way that you're able to make a living off of. And it's not that you have to compromise. You could do it like the way that you're saying. But again, what are you trying to achieve and when? Do you become a master?
What you just said right there, I feel like was one of the biggest flaws I think I made, and I think a lot of us make. And when I say us, I mean like the beat community I came up with around here, dude, because I wasn't making beats around there. And then you come up around a different beat community. You come up with where the producer is making shit to rap. Over here, I came up with the Flying Lotus style people where the producer's trying to be the star or whatever, right? So we all trying to like make it and make this money thing. I'm trying to eliminate that mindset where I don't need any of the money from the music. Like, and I think what the arcade is gonna help me. Like, if I can really get, I'm gonna use silly term. If I can really get my nut off, right, by getting out a track a week using the arcade and using this other split personality, right, whatever, then I feel like that will appease whatever itch I need from music so that I could finally free up now another space of my mind so that I can focus on getting my money.
All right,
where do you want to get your money from?
So obviously short term, I'm gonna try some of that Amazon stuff, but maybe other stuff, you know? I don't know. So
you're no longer even particularly, you talking about in the meantime?
Yeah, like I don't really even care about like making that. And I think ironically, when I said that before, but I think by no longer even caring about the music and going that prolific to even train, and I have everything set up already in terms of like publishing and all the boring stuff, sound exchange and whatever. Yeah, now it's just gonna be like an autopilot thing. Now I just gotta do it and do it a lot and do too much and like, oh shit, now we got another nether friends over here. You know what I mean? So
So here's the part that's kind of conflicting, right?
Hell yeah, I was about go.
No.
Do it.
If you ultimately don't really care about monetizing your music and you don't really particularly care about listening to it, then why even release it? Is it just with the hopes that people like you really don't care what happens to it? So why just not make it and make money from other things?
So I started doing a lot of all this stuff when I had different thoughts, right? So I'm sure a lot of it comes from that, and maybe going on some therapy shit, maybe wanting the wrong stuff from music, right? But I don't know, and maybe I need to address this, but I know I used to catch some shit with a lot of producers around here. Like, if you don't release it, that shit don't count. Damn, son, you got the hot phone right now. But yeah, I used to say like if you don't release it, right, it don't count, right? I don't care if you got.
Why would you release music though if you don't care who's listening to it? That sounds like a waste of time.
I don't know. It just don't count. Like it just don't count.
Don't
right?
count to who?
I don't know. That's just my rule. I don't saying it don't count for the world. That was just my rule at the time. That's the way I used to approach it.
So for you, it doesn't count. It's unless
yeah, that's just This is Abe Law. It's the same thing, right? Like, who's the best fighting game, right? Is it Daigo because he wins tournaments? But is this other guy here? He never goes to tournaments. He seems to fuck up everybody in the first to 10. Who really matters, right? And like, I don't know. So that's just my.
But this is all for you. So
yeah,
regardless of if it's who's you making it say that if I don't release it, releasing it has no function for you. No purpose. You don't care if people hear it. It's just,
I think because when you release it, in theory,
count to you.
It's done. I don't go back. I don't touch it. You don't touch it no more, right? So I think that's where a part of it came from back in the day. Because I know a lot of people who used to try to do the perfect song, and they would constantly, every year as they got better, go back. And I'm like, if you release it, it's done so that when you do go, you don't go back. Like, you just keep on moving, you know? But yeah, releasing
you're talking about people that might have different...
Releasing to me is just part of that process. Like, I ain't make a song or whatever until I release it. That like, to me, it didn't count. That was just Abe Law. I ain't saying it's the law for the world. I was just, for me, that was like always my thing, you know? So
I know
obviously I made more than like 79 songs.
Being that you like, why does that make it complete for you that it's released?
Probably because in theory you probably can't touch it no more. Obviously I can still keep fucking with it, but in theory that song it's out there. It's done, you know? Like, it's finalized. I might think like, oh, I could have done this, but it's done. It's out there now. So it was
just some sort of way for you to just get closure on
yeah. It's done. Move on now. Now you gotta go fight again, you know? So
okay. So there I mean, even releasing music isn't even for necessarily getting a following. Maybe it happens, but right, like this is all part of your creative process. And what you like and enjoy out of making the music and releasing it is done, but it's really not about anything. Normal people, when they release a song, are probably looking to hear back. So do you want people to like your music? Sure. I kind of already know the answer.
I said sure. I was like,
I mean, genuinely, do you?
I think it probably feels better when they like it. Yes, so sure. That's why I say sure.
No, why you say yes? Why you say it's just yes? Yeah, I'm with Duke on this one. You either like it or you don't.
Do I want people to like?
Be you. Be in your truth. You don't gotta.
I feel like that is my truth. I mean, like,
yeah, but you saying it like.
Because I don't think that, like, because I guess y'all want like a yes or no, and I was like, well, I don't want people to like it.
That's fine.
But I don't want, like, but it's like, but if I say yes, then that almost implies, well, then I need people to like it, you know?
I didn't say that. I said, do you want people? I didn't say need and want have two very.
That's why I feel like sure is a good answer. Then sure, yes.
So you. What? What deliberation? Do you want people to like your music?
Let's say yes, so we can keep moving forward.
But okay, so that's not a real answer, though. You're just saying that so we can move forward. Well,
I don't want to say no because that implies that I don't want.
But if that's your truth, then that's your truth. It's not.
But it isn't my truth. I don't want people to not like my. But I feel like if you say sure, then it's more like if they do, if they don't. But I don't want them to not like it.
So you don't care. The answer is no. I don't care. But if they happen to like it, cool. So the answer is no.
I would prefer them to be on the good side. And honestly, based on the theory of aLr, right?
No, you have no
I wouldn't mind them. I wouldn't mind them hating it, right? Because that means now it's sparking a feeling, right? Versus like, oh, next, Because now if you're sparking emotion, then that means if someone hate it, then that means someone's gonna like it, right?
Of course, so yes, that's true.
I would almost prefer hate than not like. You know what I mean? Like, because that means I'm probably doing something right.
I don't know about that, but continue.
Hey man, there's a lot of haters funding the world right now.
for me, when I do music,
yeah,
I'm not only just looking at the money. Obviously, that's not. I love making music like you do. I like the process. I like the little knob tweaks. I'm a gearhead. So you don't like the gear, but I like gear. I like getting a whole bunch of plugins.
I'm trying to come over. I'm trying to
I'm saying this is for me. I'm talking about me now. I like all of that shit. I like making money from it as well because it's my craft. If I can make something of what I love doing and I can make money off it, that's a double plus. Why not? Why not? I'm doing all my, listen, I got my own, brothers business going on, yada, yada, yada. I'm still making money off that. Why not make money off this as well? And I could do it in the blink of an eye. So easy. Like, man, what you want?
Money's not.
We're not talking about money.
You just said money. You just say you make money with them.
All right, but hold on. What I'm trying to say is, I don't care about. All right, my main focus is not the money on the music. No, because when you put the money on music, it fucks with your mind. Now you're trying to make dollars instead of trying to create. Because this is music shit now. I don't know if you know. You ain't making beats. You know what I'm saying? Sunfield. So
excuse me.
You can argue that you do put the money on music. It does work, right? For pop music, right? There's that whole formula system, right? Some people work. Some people it works, but like I said in the beginning, it's for me. So I don't put money on my music because it fucks with my mind. It fucks with my creativity because I'm thinking about dollars. I'm not thinking about creating music. Yeah. Even though I got my own money, I got like you said, I got different revenues going on, so I don't have to worry about money. You know what I'm saying? The money is gonna come. It's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I would like it to come. I would like to make millions off this shit. Yeah, billions actually. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that, but if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. But I still can do this. I can do this, and I can do it well, and I can please anybody. If you don't like it, hey, somebody else is gonna like it. But I'm not gonna say I'm doing this shit just for me, and I don't give a fuck about nobody liking it or not. And I'm not going to try
everybody's different.
I'm not. I know that's what I'm saying.
Rewards are different and satisfactions are different.
That's true.
So your satisfaction comes from when it's released and you get like
who, me?
I'm done. No, Abe, you like I'm done. You don't. I guess you know what it is. That's not like a normal thing to hear from somebody.
That does
in
music.
general.
That does,
especially an artist, is that they're making their art and they don't necessarily care if anybody appreciates. But I can understand that if you're making it for you and you like it, then that's what it is. If other people also appreciate it, that's cool. And that's not to say that people make art necessarily always like, oh, I'm making this for the people to like. But generally, I think we would think that people also like being recognized and acknowledged that like, oh, that was dope. Oh, this is ill. Like, I don't know people. It's not too many people I know that like don't like to hear that like, yo, you're ill, or man, that shit you said, yo, that was dope, and I love that thing that you made. You know what I'm saying? Usually I think people like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it motivates some people. Like, wow, I had that effect on somebody. I wasn't even thinking. And it's not you. You said you like to hate more. So
no, I ain't say that either.
Wait, you did.
Based on what we were those choices I had, I was like, it would probably be better if I liked for the hate, because the hate would probably inspire also more love.
Let me tell you this. Yeah. That one little tweak. Listen, I showed some dude that I'm working with from upstairs. I showed him your beats.
Hate leads to the dark side.
Listen. I showed him the previous 8 beats. He don't like not one of them.
Well, what are the previous A beats? I'm curious.
The A beats from the shit you sent me before. Them beats, you don't like none of them.
Yeah.
That little tweak that you did with the hi-hats, the hi-hats being, everything is on point now. I played him those beats. The man was in here jamming like, who is this? I said, that's my man from used to live over here. He moved to Texas. You know what I mean? I was surprised. He was like, yo, this shit is hot. That little tweak you just did right there.
Yeah.
Changed perspective on you. Now, Imagine if you had the A beats with this shit that's going on now. You're not compromising yourself. You're still being you. You just mixing it with the shit that's going on now. You don't.
But aren't I already doing that? Right? Aren't I already doing
now you are. Now
I'm slow.
Now.
I'm slow with mad shit. I was slow to Facebook,
You know
like we talked about before. I was slow to Instagram. I was slow to all these things, to be honest.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about music only.
No, but I think historically, I can be slow to fight. Yo, we as hip hop people, maybe not you, because you definitely more in tune with the because you always working with artists. But I was always slow, right? Lyrics first, right? Everybody else, suck a dick, right? Like because they sucked, right? Lyrically, But it's only in the last couple of years I've become more open. I started using the auto tune, so I feel like I could be slow. I don't like to say old man, but the old man type vibes, like back in my day, blah blah blah. So sometimes I'm just slow in general too to come across. You gotta beat that shit over my head or some shit.
Yo, I got a question for you though too. So
yeah, do it.
You like legendary people.
Yeah.
You like God tier people of all types, the masters of their universes. You follow these people. You like the lore of these people. These people are known, renowned masters. Everybody knows their blade or their punch or what it is, their combos. You like these people. Do you want to be a known master, or you just want to be the unknown master just to yourself?
So you see, do you
want your blade to be renowned?
I don't think y'all like this answer, but when I talked about before that I haven't tried, I was like, yeah, man, like based on all this masterism shit that I like, man, I haven't tried. Because even if I have tried, like I think all of y'all would notice. You know what I mean? We even probably not even having discussing.
I'm not talking about music mastering.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you becoming a master of
anything.
What it is that you're doing. But do you want to be a known master? Do you want it to be known throughout the lands that your blade is the sharpest, or you the master that nobody? No, but which would you prefer?
I don't know if that exists.
Do you want to be renowned for your skill level?
I don't know if the unknown master exists. Like I feel like there's the least known master. Because like right now, like in terms of masters, right? Like one of the biggest one in my head is like Toba and Abasi, and like none of y'all gonna know who that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but people do know them because you know them. So even though we don't know them, somebody else knows them.
Somebody know them, but but if we look at all the legends, they probably gonna be low on that legend list. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. I don't know if the unknown legend exists.
And I would argue they're not as legendary.
They're not unknown. They're just not.
Well, because they're legendary right now is probably more skill level. Maybe he hangs around.
Talking about legends. I was just saying, do you want to be a known or at all? Period. Because if you don't care about people saying, you could sit at home, nobody can ever hear none of your songs, and you could be the illest at doing what you like to do. But no one will know. No, you don't battle people. You don't unsheath your blade for nobody. It's not for anybody.
Yeah.
It skills for you alone. Do you like that, or you want people to know, oh, he got the blade. Don't fuck
with
go over there.
I'll kill you. Don't fuck with that nigga.
And I only ask that because you follow a lot of masters and a lot of people that do these things. Like you enjoy their legendary stories inspire you.
Yeah.
Their legendary stories inspire you. So I just asked that, like, knowing that you like that, do you also maybe aspire to be like a legendary person or
I think as long as I'm top tier, it could be either or, whether it's known or not. I would be more concerned with being top tier than I am with being the one who's known, right?
I get that.
I feel like y'all weren't gonna like that, but it's 5 Japanese gods. We only talk about Daigo, but there's 4 other killers in that in that 5. You know what I mean?
That answer was. I get that. I understand that.
I'm cool with just being a legend to myself.
That's what I'm saying,
right?
Because all the real heads who need to know, they know you don't want to fuck with Nuki and Third Strike. You don't want to fuck with Sako and Darkstar. Everybody who knows, even though they're only gonna talk about Daigo, only Daigo's gonna get a Red Bull sponsorship. Only Daigo's gonna get an anime. Only Daigo's gonna get this. But everybody who knows all 5 of them motherfuckers is killers. You know what I mean? Like,
all right. How about this one? You like Kennedy?
They know them because they do battle. They know them because they trying to be. It's a little different because in their realm they have to fight.
Yeah.
But these people are battling but they're battling.
Well, my shit is out there too. I'm not hiding it. My shit is out there too. I'm not hiding it.
But your intention isn't to win the championship.
But it's out there. So when I do reach legendary status, people's gonna notice though.
You talking about people?
I don't think you can be a legend and then be in public and not people notice you. You know what I mean? Whether you want it or not. Because anytime you show up, Chappelle, right?
I'm talking about your intent, not about what happens. And those two things are related. So those who want to become masters, they usually end up being renowned just because of the work that they do. People probably see them being masters, right? Like, how does one become a master of being a swordsman? I suppose you'd have to fight other swordsmen. Yeah. Somebody's going to have to see you. You're going to have to get into a real basketball thing to become legendary. You can't just be a legend on the court by yourself.
Are you saying I should do more beat battles? What are we talking about now? What are we doing?
Nah, but I get what he's saying, man.
I don't know. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm for people just being who they are and doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. I'm just asking you questions. I it ain't personal or nothing.
Yeah.
Nobody near personal. This is regular shit.
The A therapy.
We gonna hang up and
I try not to think about other people's thoughts. I really don't. These are the only people I even entertain y'all thoughts. I try not to even think about what other people are fucking thinking because it's a waste of time. Unless I'm in battle with them and I have to think about other people's opinion. Like, I'll consider it, but I don't dwell on it. Or
you gotta tape it down. Just tape it down.
I like to move it back up.
The more you talk, the more it just becomes.
Let me ask you this.
Do it.
You watch Kenny Beats.
Yeah.
You watch all these producers.
Yeah.
You see what they do. They do the music now.
I integrated it into my like some of that changes literally come because I watched them and I can't help it. I ain't even want to change as much as like, you kind of absorb what you taking in and like some of those things. So the hi-hats start changing. Now the 808 start changing because I hear Kenny Beats farting all the damn time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I was saying, you don't change you. You still do Abe type beats.
Yeah.
Don't lose that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm not. Like I said in the beginning, I don't want you to lose that. That's what you do. That's what you sharpening up. Like something.
Don't lose that. He talking about some other shit.
Don't lose that. Don't lose that. But
lose that anger, boy. I sense anger in you. Don't lose that. I'm sorry.
I gotta use the dark side. But
oh shit! I didn't even realize that.
That's why I had it on.
I
didn't even realize
that. slowly transformed.
Damn, it's
like 2 minutes from executing Order 16.
What is movie 2? Clone Wars? Like, man, my man, he was in politician outfit normal, and now he got a hoodie on. And
look at him. Look like, oh my god,
Jesus.
Nah, but
ready to ruin Star Wars for me. Let's go.
You like that? I know deep down inside.
Yeah.
You kind of like the sound that's going on now, and what's going to happen in the future. Obviously, because
he's
in touch with all of the music.
You're going to keep on progressing because that's what we're going to do.
Yeah,
it's life. You're going to keep on progressing in the music world. You like the sound that's now, but you just somewhere in here, you fighting. I don't know what's going on up top of here because only you know, but you fighting something. Something up here is fighting. Don't like that shit. Don't do that shit. Keep on doing what you do. Don't do that shit. But I like that shit. I really do like that shit. I kind of want to do it, but I don't want to do it because
that's the beat side battle.
I don't want to feel like a sellout or something, or I don't want to feel like that everybody's doing it, and if I do it, I look like something, or I feel like something, or something is hurting me, or something inside of you that you need to overcome to see other shit. You got to open that mind and really just have you. We only getting older. Number one.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a 65-year-old nigga just realizing like, damn, I just missed out on a lot of shit. And then your mind is open at that time, or do you want to open it now?
Now,
Like,
say now. If I know you were waiting for an answer. I know,
like, do you want to open it now? Like, you like the shit. I don't know why you fighting yourself. Why do you fight yourself on shit that you like deep down inside, but you just don't want to do it because it makes you feel like you're doing something, or it's a sellout, or everybody's doing it, or yada yada yada, or I don't know what you.
I definitely have a I want to go where no one's going type thing. Not even just music. I mean, again, in a lot of transcendent Abraham patterns, you know.
We're gonna stay on music because I don't want to go.
No, but I'm just saying, like, some of these things, I think, like a lot of, I think the like you saying, even conflict. I think, right. At the end of the day, everything's connected, you know. So I feel like a lot of the things, might be coming from too, like just outside life, you know, and it just comes out that way too. So like maybe I'm fighting myself because I'm fighting myself from some other shit, and maybe it's just visible to the world through the music. Like I don't want to do A/B through because of whatever, you know what I mean? So
Right.
Yeah, I understand that. That's perfectly understandable. But when
what was
if you
nah,
if
well,
what
go ahead.
if you should, I would say this, because somebody told me, like, you know, when it came to house music, I don't know where to start at.
You definitely didn't make it. I told you that.
Listen, but you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I actually tried, and I did some of it. You know what I'm saying? If I would,
you didn't send it to me, but yeah, okay.
I got a lot of house beats. If I would have put more effort into it,
you got house beats, but I've never heard you any of the stuff you sent me, and you always called it house. I was like, this ain't house music at all, dude. This is a beat. This is a beat. And some of those things I like, but I was like, but this is just not house music. There's no DJ gonna play this. Like a person might rap on it, but it's not gonna be played.
DJs play my music.
When I say DJ, I mean no. Cause house music is four to the floor. None of your beats that the ones you sent me were ever four to the floor. So that's what I mean. No EDM DJ who plays actual house music is gonna play it.
Well, I did have that's the thing. I did have a EDM DJ play my music, and it was house. That house tracks. I played those. I gave not the tracks I sent you. I got some more house tracks.
Just the ones you sent me. I don't know you I was but the ones you sent me were beats, and you would always say they were house music.
But those are my beginner stages because I was jumping out of my element because people are all challenging me. So you know what, motherfucker? I know, like Sunfield said, I know I can be a master. I know that, and I feel that I could be known master, and I want to be a known master. I don't give a fuck what they think about it. I don't need y'all to like it, and if y'all do like it, that's cool because I'm doing it because I want y'all to like it. I don't need y'all to like it, but I actually would enjoy y'all to like this shit. So you know what? I'm gonna jump out of my element I'm still gonna do beats, but I can do that. Do you feel that way? Like, do you feel like you can do A beats, but you can do that shit too?
I'm getting interrogated now. I mean, shit turns to interrogation.
Yes or no?
What kind of beat you making next Tuesday?
Let me
wait. I want to say something real quick.
Do you feel you can do that and do that? Yes or no?
I want to say something. Don't answer that, Abe. Don't answer it.
I got like a lawyer stepping in for me.
Don't answer that.
Don't answer that shit.
With the judge be, I'll let.
All right, go ahead, answer it. Go ahead.
Oh, Law and Order, I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. He said, "What did he say? I forgot we said some shit, but yeah."
But no. I mean, I already proved it though.
No, but I'm saying like a trap, not even a trap beat. Let's just bring up fucking R&B or R&B, something that you do not do. Do you feel that you can do it?
I think so. Like, so there's probably like all this stuff. Like you say R&B, like, and this is like Abraham shit. I'm like, yeah, like easy, you know, like because the stuff I want to do, I still haven't done. And that's the stuff I more think like, man, like, can I do it yet? You know? And I want to get to doing that because I feel like the stuff that made me want to make music, I still haven't even tried to make that music yet, you know? So that's the stuff I more have questions of. You know?
I got a question for you.
R&B, I'm like, yeah, sure, it's a joke. You know, like it's just another thing, you know, whatever. That might be me being disrespectful to the genre, you know, but I mean, like, yeah, all the normal music, I feel like, yeah, I want to do the not normal music now, though. You know what I mean? So
I got what I was gonna say about we was talking about coming out of your comfort zone is experiences. Earlier we was talking about how we didn't our perspective kept us from maybe learning something about social media. But I was so anti-social, so anti this is some weird cool people shit. Like I blinded myself from even really looking into it and even seeing anything about it. Keeping an open mind isn't about accepting everything that you keep your mind open to. It don't mean you got to do everything, but it does mean to just keep an open mind, keep another perspective, because you might be able to get something of value. And some shit you might just not be close, just negative. Never. I've decided I don't want it, and that's cool too. But it could be detrimental. I would say not necessarily. You might not have experiences that could be meaningful by doing that. So maybe you don't care about making R&B, but you know that you can. Not saying that there's a reason for you to do it, but let's say the dude collaborated with you, and you feel that you like, I don't really care about none of that stuff. I don't care about working with other people. I like doing this shit for myself. This shit isn't a nuisance. That's your perspective on it now. You might miss out if you keep that perspective. It might make sense to just be like, let me try to make something for somebody else for once. All right, let me see what this is about. I'm not particularly interested in it. I know you've done it before, but let me take a different look on it. Maybe there's a different way I could challenge myself here. Maybe there's a different way I can still get what I want, or maybe learn something new out of this experience. You do it? Absolutely not. I hate it. Never doing it again. I knew I didn't like it. I did it and tried to keep it open mind. You don't like it, move on. But something might come out of that. Something might come. I kind of like this part of doing this. Maybe that becomes a challenge. Maybe this stops challenging you after a while. Maybe it starts to become boring to do all the kick flips and trips, and then that to you, that starts to become kind of trivial and you know, cool. Maybe different and challenging and unique becomes somewhere else, and it's in different places. You know what I'm saying? Not just the music. But I think that's like that's what I was gonna say. The other thing I was gonna ask you is, do you like, how do you judge your music, or what makes it good to you? Like, how do you judge that your song is good?
there's two judgments. There's the initial one, and then there's when I hear it back. I don't know how that worked for you, Duke, but like, what I meant by hear it back is when I hear it later. Cause man, sometimes I'll make some shit and I was like, that shit was whack. But then maybe I hear it, I don't know, a week, a month later, whatever, like a year later, and I'm like, all right, that was good, you know. So there's like two judgments there.
Yeah, that I do that too.
Yeah.
And also I apply the third party. All right, because I'm the first and the second party. I might hear it the first time it's trash. I might hear it the second time it's dope. Yeah. And then yo, check this shit out. It's dope. And I ask somebody else. You think this is? You know, I play some beats like you running through beats. Like, all right, yeah, that's fine.
Yo, I don't send nobody shit no more, yo. Like,
what I was getting.
I only send you two stuff. And you know the only reason I do it? I stopped sending Phil stuff, but then he was like, yo, man, I wanted these beats for the ads. So now I just keep sending him shit just in case he want to use it for the ads.
And I have one of them. I told Duke earlier. I listened to earlier that I use one of them.
And the only reason I send you shit, Duke, is because you asked me to. But that's it. Like, if people, I'm not trying to hide it, but I also don't want to be bothered with the effort of I don't know, like, hey, listen to my shit. The same thing. This podcast only exists because I don't want to bother people no more to do the podcast. Like, because I really did enjoy like getting a different person each week. But I was like, man, this calendar alignment shit takes like a lot of things. So if I could just lock down a date, I could achieve the goal of one thing a week and get that proliferism. I don't know if that's a word, but get that shit going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
With the continuity of the same person versus I need to contact 56 people a year. You know what I mean? So minimum. So
I think at the end of the day, is you like doing these things because you enjoy them the most. You like podcasts. You don't care if no one's here. You enjoy the music. The judge of whether a song is good isn't because 10 people said that they liked it. It's because you liked it at whatever point in time. But at the end, it sounds like this is all being done for you. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong. Everything I do is for me too, for the most part.
Yeah.
Not everything. There is something to doing for others, and I don't mean making music for others, just in a general sense. There's something to that. Something a little bit deeper.
Be nice, Abe. Be nice, Abe.
I'm not talking about. It's not about being nice.
No, I get it.
It's deeper than just being nice. Doing for others, selflessness is probably one attribute of all our favorite champions and heroes, right? They put others above themselves, right? And not everybody does that, but there's something to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to express it in music per se or to start making music for other people, but about self and selflessness and the two components of those. It is good to be selfish and to do things for yourself. I find things to be a lot easier that way, to be honest with you. If I could just only focus on myself, everyone got the fuck out the way, and I'd be gone. But there is something to not doing that either. Not doing it just for myself. There's something else in it. You know what I'm saying? Will it be anything to you about? I don't know. I'm just saying that there's other experiences and perspectives out there worth considering. You know what I'm saying? And look, Jedi, you know what I'm saying? The Sith is selfish. Like Duke in that hood.
Yo, look what happened to all the Jedi, though. They got massacred for all that love.
And I'll say this. When I became more powerful, both mentally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say physically. I'm not in as best shape as in the back then, but
physically
mentally, just myself, getting myself together, money being a reflection of that for whatever that's worth, and it ain't worth much.
Yeah.
You know when it is? Take a guess.
You started doing stuff for other people?
More specifically.
Family, son?
When you had an open mind?
When I had my son, when I had someone that I'm naturally driven to
now you're fighting for him
all
now.
Animals on earth. But having to do something for someone else almost made me push harder than when I was just doing it for myself. And again, all the animes, all the cliches. Why do the bad guys get hyped? Why they get the most power? Who they fighting for? Is because they saving their friends, because they trying to save the world. It's always for beyond themselves.
Hey, Mr. Freeze fought for his wife, man.
Anytime in the Marine Corps I ever went into flow,
it
was never for myself. I always wanted to quit. I wanted to stop. But it was knowing that if this was real, there was people depending on me and I had to do this, I would find a strength that I don't even think I would have found sometimes if I was just doing it for myself. And I know for a fact sometimes on those runs, if I would have been by myself on those runs, I wouldn't have finished. I would have stopped and started walking and started and doing. And you could do that. You could do that too. Somebody will yell at you, but you could stop. They can't like force you not to stop. But I'm just saying there's some power or some things in the realm outside of that. Again, not to be specific to music or anything like that, but just in a general sense.
Hmm.
And you do for others, and we all do things for other people. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like Yoda, right? Like I don't know what's his stance on shit,
I
right?
think
Like what's the illest? I don't
I'll
know.
say this. This ain't why I do music, but I'll keep it quick so Duke could go. But I've been shifting my head, my focus, like, cause the last I talked to Phil about it a lot, but not as much, Duke. But we had a conversation once too on the IG live about like me being depressed over a girl, but that led to me going down a deeper depression vibe, you know? So I think I uncovered a lot of shit. But anyway, when it comes to fight, I find myself as I shift my goals of the future to like, man, yo, like, I don't have no son, right? Or no wife or anything, right? But I do have, like, I feel like I say no son and no wife like it's bad. Like, why'd I say it like that? No son.
I don't got one either. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about
but the way I said it, I was like, no, son. Like it's disgusting. Like I was just hearing those words come out my mouth. I was like, why would I say it like that? But
I want one.
I was hearing. I feel like I've been shifting more. Like, yo, man, I think I want to do this for my sister, or yo, I think I want to do this for my mom while she's still here. You know what I mean? So I feel like the goal's been shifting in terms of some long term, like to that, like doing some stuff for my family. You know what I mean? So
For sure. You just reminded me something kind of unrelated, but I was thinking about what I was saying.
yeah.
You know why Alucard? You know why Alucard he regrets. I don't know if he regrets what he did, but there is some sort of regret. And I don't know if this is canon or what the author would say, but you know my interpretation of it is?
What?
Why? One, we know he lost his humanity, right? But you know what I think bugs him?
What?
Is that he can't love.
Mm.
And that's the twitch in between him and Integra.
Yeah.
That's why that could never be.
Sometimes I'm like, yo, we don't be watching the same shows, like, cause I'm like, man, man, we should have a separate conversation about this, cause I'm like, man, what scenes are triggering these thoughts, so we don't hijack the subject matter.
Because he talks about not losing humanity.
Yeah,
and he's clearly like has feelings for her.
Yeah,
but it's like this won't work. It's like there's something that like
I've seen similar to when you tell me about Matrix. I probably saw all these things too young, so I'm not seeing all that. I just see this dope dude with a gun killing people, like this vampire immortal guy. So yeah, we probably need to have.
And the only way for it to work is for what? She would have to give up her humanity. He can't go back, right? He gonna live forever. Like, but he don't. I think while he kind of wants to do that, he's a vampire. He feeds. One, she has to make the choice for it, but I don't think that's the choice that he would want her to make. So I think that's the conundrum. Like he can't have the love anymore because he gave up his humanity, right? And why does he do it? I think they came and fucked with him or something, right? They came and fucked with his wife, killed or did some shit to him, right? His loved ones, and look.
The Castlevania Dracula is the same thing too in the anime.
I might be thinking of that.
I think that's who you're more thinking of. I was like, because man, I don't remember any of this shit in Hellsing. But especially the last couple of sentences, that sounded way more about with the Castlevania Dracula. Yeah.
But the moral of the story is
say stuff, Duke. Keep going. Keep going.
Moral of the story is
yeah.
If you have an open mind, if you don't do something, all right, we're gonna be talking about music now because y'all niggas just lost me. None of that shit over there. But if you try something else different, you never know what the outcome on that shit that you tried can turn out to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know if Abe but if Abe does that shit for certain amount of you still doing your shit. You doing both because you're a talented nigga. You make music, so you have arts, you have skill, you have something that's inside of you that's making this shit. So you doing this parallel. One is doing like this, but you still moving. You're still doing this, but you still doing this at the same time. You never know the outcome and opportunities that this can have.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is this: just have an open mind to shit and stop fighting yourself up here, because that shit is crazy. That you having too much arguments up here, and it's blocking you from a lot of things that you can see. And once you figure that out, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's quicker than longer. You know, you never know what the benefits of that shit can bring. You never know. Because obviously you still
do know.
You're doing this, but you don't
know.
You don't know this side yet. You didn't touch this side yet. You still going up like this. You didn't touch this side yet. So as soon as you touch this side, you don't know what's on this side over there. So when you touch this side, you probably might see something different, or some benefits might come your way, or a bunch of money might come your way, or you might meet a lot of other fucking people that's doing that shit still. But you're still doing A beats is still there. But once you fight that conflict, I'm telling you, you might feel or see or do, or it's mad opportunities that'll come with that shit over there as well. So once you, like I said, like I said, it's that's your battle. That's something that you need to fight, and you know, shit. Because I had some blocks before, like you. I used to think a lot of shit too. I used to think like, you know, Fruity Loops. Oh, that shit's trash. You know what I'm saying? That shit is for fucking. Oh, back in the days, like, oh, that's not what people are doing. Though this and that. I will feel smaller than for me using Fruity Loops. Like I would think Reason is the top dog. Oh, this is oh my God, this is where it's at. Meanwhile, motherfuckers are killing Fruity Loops. Niggas is making the music on Fruity Loops, and motherfuckers is just doing whatever they want to do, and it still sounded like the shit I was thinking that was top tier, and it sounded like that shit that I thought that was top tier. That was my conflict. I always had that in my mind, like niggas that use Fruity Loops is trash. Niggas that use this is garbage. Oh, I'm using this, I feel pathetic. Oh, this is garbage. Meanwhile, the motherfuckers that I like is using that shit. Just like your man Kenny Beats. Your man Kenny Beats, he's making the shit now. He's doing drill. That nigga's doing everything. I watch his videos, so he's a talented motherfucker. Only reason I bring up Kenny Beats because you watch his shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing everything. Everything. He does drill, and he said, I remember he made his first drill beat. This is my first drill beat. He's making UK drill. Know how hard that is for me to do now? That shit is hard for me to do now. But I challenge myself every time. I got an artist right now. The little nigga's famous. He want me to do fucking drill beats. I don't want to do that shit. I don't like that shit. I think that shit is fucking stupid. But at the same time, I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I like it. But it's hard for me to do. So I'm fighting myself. Like, damn, this shit is garbage. Meanwhile, all I can do is like, let me just give this shit a fucking try. And what I do, I give it a try. I'm stupid rusty, but I'm actually trying to do it. Obviously, I'm doing that and doing my shit. I'm not quitting on what I'm doing. I'm just doing what people want. And I know, you know, if I could do this, I'm talented myself. I know I have the skill. I know I have the force. I know I could push you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at Phil. I looked at Phil's camera right away. I was like, I knew he gonna freak out.
I know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know I have that power. Right. I know I have the power in me. You know what I'm saying? I know I could do this. I'm a talented person, just like you are talented. But I know the opportunities.
To get this is a whole pitch to join the dark side.
I feel.
I see talent in you.
I feel
in your anger.
You know what I'm saying? You like I feel that, you know.
You know those musicians are lying to you.
I feel that you have it in you. That's what I really want. I feel like you have it in you. I feel that you see the opportunity on that side. You just don't want to cross that wall because you feel like something is not you. You jumping out of your character for something's going on with you. You don't want to do that. But when you open your mind, I'm telling you, when you see that, whenever Abe open his mind and see that shit, you're gonna be like, damn, I wasted a lot of time. Look at this shit. I'm nice at it. I'm dope at it. I still got Abe Beats. I still got this. Abe, you should make a tag for yourself. Abe fucking Beats.
Trust me, the Jedi will betray you.
I'm pops. Blow my shit up.
No, it's true. Yo, he got a license. Yo, what's going on over there? Like his lightsaber was charging.
I got you right there. I'm gonna call right now.
But shit is just about choice, dog. Like even with the collaboration, like you could choose to see it differently. You know what I mean? Like, and it'll be annoying if you see it like that. Or like I say, you know, you can watch it and learn from anything. You know what I'm saying? And have a good old time, even watching a stupid, shitty movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at all the editing mistakes they made. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Look at, there's always a way you could choose to look at it. You know what I'm saying? And that could make the experience different. It don't have to be a shitty day. It don't have to be an annoying experience. Like, but that, you know, that's on the onus of the beholder.
Just know that if Abe put
God.
Abe type shit, if Abe does the Abe Beats with the sound now, like you still do your Abe, if you do it now, I guarantee you, niggas is going to like this shit. Like you said, you don't care. You don't need them to like it. They are going to like it.
The way it sound.
They are going to like it. It's
Look at them. Don't listen to
There's
this.
no other way. There's no other way because you have the talent. You just have to apply it to the shit that's going on now. It's the future. You have to be on your.
I just watched episode 2 and 3 here. Well, nah, this is like episode 2. Yeah,
it's 2. It's mainly Clone Wars. It's mainly Clone Wars. Yeah, it's mainly.
Telling you, man. I hope the Twitch people. I hope they're gonna agree with me. I'm telling you. They're gonna agree. Abe Beats with the sound now. I gotta drill it in his brain. He's gonna get it, Phil. Phil, he's gonna get it.
Don't do it. Stay true.
He's gonna get it.
All
so
right.
watch. I bet you when we hang up when we done with this, the man might send some beats to both of us. But like, yo, check it out.
I'm worried the next time we do the podcast, y'all both in them dark hoods, and they say they come in twos. I'm watching both of y'all real closely.
Niggas said they come.
They do. That's how the dark side works. There's only 2. There's only 2.
Yeah. I don't like the way this situation looking. That's all I'm saying. But all right, interrogation's over, Abe. All right, you passed with flying colors. All right, you know what I'm saying? Kept it authentic. All right.
You want to wrap it up?
Kept it authentic.
You want to wrap it up?
Let's
Normally I do all that comic shit, but I'm like, we about to hit 3 hours, so I kind of want to just end it. There was a few crazy hot topics though, but I think I might save that for me. So, but songs of the week, if y'all got any.
Man,
I'll be kind of disappointed you don't be having any songs of the week, dude. Come on, man.
Yo, I haven't been listening to music recently.
Even if it's just your shit, like beat number 5 billion on my hard drive.
Y'all can hear it. If y'all can hear some shit, hold on. You can share sound. How you share? You can't share sound.
On Discord, huh? you would have had to have your shit like
that weird way you showed me hooked up.
No, that's how I used to do it in the day. What, you trying to play it from the session or just an MP3?
It's an MP3.
Honestly, like that might be some new shit where it works. I don't know. I really don't know. Because honestly, I don't know. I haven't played with it enough, to be honest.
I got a track that I'm about to put out that I recorded last year.
Exclusive drop? You doing exclusive drops on the podcast now?
Is it
exclusive,
is it a Duke track or is it an artist track?
It's my track. I put them on it, but I'm just gonna play my verse. I made the hook and everything. I did it all.
So it's coming out under the DukeMoney.
Can you hear it though?
When you don't talk, we could hear it. Oh, let's go. Part beats, let's go. Let's go. Break it down like 465. Like a butterfly, get the bad belly, face don't fly, turn your body jelly from the small fire. We got big guns for the function. Yo, look at the fill dance. Look at that.
Yeah, I'll probably send that to y'all though.
Said probably. This shit's still in question. That shit's still.
It's a little. I don't know if that's the It might be the master version, but I send that shit to y'all right now. So
What up? What up? What you got? You got anything, Phil?
Yeah, I do. I do have a song that I like. It's called "Egregious" by Willie the Kid on the 2020 album, the mixtape Capital Gains. But this dude popped up in my oh my god, it's taking over. I put he's one of those people that kind of like the algorithm recommended and like random playlists.
Yeah.
And I kind of like his I don't know, this it's like I call them lo-fi rappers, even though like I don't know. He got a cool voice. He kind of remind me of AZ a little bit. There's something about his voice that reminds me of AZ. But yeah, like I like the lo-fi beat, that underground kind of sound, and like I like his like rap style, like the way he uses his words and does it is dope. But Egregious by Willie the Kid. What you got for the song of the week?
All That Love Would Just Go Away by Dan Romer and Mike. How you say this guy's name? Mike Tuccillo. It's from the Love Life music from the original TV series. But yeah, it just had this guitar doing this delay, and I was like, that's dope. It honestly, now like when I was dissecting it in my head, I was like, oh, this is that Death Note type vibe. Because Death Note has like a lot of guitar, like kind of Death Note had guitar and then beat, so guitar beat like score. But yeah, it's like just because it's a score, you can kind of do different stuff. It don't always have to be the orchestral string section, you know. But yo, last words, Phil. Like,
man, oh man, last words, huh? Look, folks, you got to stay sharp out there. All right, there's people out there trying to influence you and get you to think what you don't want to think. Think for yourself. All right, be yourself, and never, ever trust a man in the hood or some kind of cloak like you see there. Those are my last words. You know what I mean?
All right, there you go. Bake that chicken, smoke that turkey. Boosh.